Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Somerville, Massachusetts for the Tufts Jumbos football against the Williams Ephs. I'm Elliot Cobb alongside Alex Dobyan. We're here to see the 2-2 Tufts Jumbos take on Williams here at home at the Ellis Oval. Going to be a really exciting game today. Just had a downpouring of rain, but it stopped just in time for the coin toss. Alex, good to have you here with me. What do you think the keys to today's game will be?
It should be a really exciting contest here in Somerville for Parents Weekend. Tufts is going to need to hold on to the ball. They had 4 turnovers last week in a loss that came to the
Trinity.
Trinity, yes. Thank you. And also on special teams, they've had a couple of big kick returns this year. We're going to see if they can continue that to hopefully put some points on the board.
That's exactly right. We're seeing the coin toss here now. Tufts and Williams, of course, having a storied rivalry. The first game back in 1885. That was a long time ago. You know who was president back in 1885, Alex?
The one and only Grover Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland, exactly. The only president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms. Well, Tufts will be looking to have 2 non-consecutive winning streaks starting today. They started the season 2-0 before dropping their last 2 road games. They'll hope to change that today against Williams. Williams has not won on the road thus far this season, but something's got to give here today at the Ellis Oval. We see the 2 teams coming together now. Tufts looking for a win, and Williams as well. They are both desperate, and it'll be an exciting football game. We're here with you for all of the NESCAC action, Tufts versus Williams. Alex, you mentioned special teams earlier. We'll start with the kickoffs here. Zach Trouse, the running back and kick returner for the Jumbos, of course, leading the NESCAC in return yards. He'll hope to start off the game with a bang here as we pause for the national anthem.
Thank you. And now please remain standing and remove your hats as the Tufts MIT ROTC color guard presents our colors, and as we honor America and those who defend its freedom at home and abroad with our national anthem performed by the Tufts University Pep Band.
So a warm welcome from the Tufts Pep Band, a beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. We are ready for football here in Somerville.
Should be an exciting contest preparing to get underway here. The 2 teams with a lot to prove. Williams is not really looking to be 1-3 at this point in the season after starting strong with a victory. And Tufts, this is a massive improvement from their previous winless campaigns. But, with 2-2 having tasted victory, they're going to be looking for more today.
Exactly. Sort of a puzzling season for Williams starting off the year. Out win against Bowdoin, shutting them out 38-0. Tufts, of course, fell at Bowdoin 2 weeks prior to this. And Tufts, of course, starting off the year with fireworks, 2 big wins at home. The crowd was raucous. Everyone was excited. I know I was. Tufts had not won in a couple of years. But since then, they've dropped 2 big losses on the road. They'll hope to win in front of their home crowd again. Tufts this season. It's not often you can say that about Jumbos, at least not in my tenure here at Tufts. But we'll look to continue the home winning streak here. It's always tough to come into Somerville and take home a win. I'm sure Williams knows that, and they'll hope to take one anyway today. As I said before, Zach Trouse, number 14, back to return. Always a dangerous returner. Williams needs a disciplined special teams defense here. And we're underway here in Somerville. Trouse getting under the kick. He fields it at the goal line. Does a fake reverse. They've tried that before. Zach Trouse around the right side. Slips a tackle before he's brought down around the 25.
So we got a couple of good blocks there as he scurried over towards the sideline.
So let's meet the Tufts offense. They're led by the senior, number 16, Jack Dahl, leading the NESCAC in passing yards. Williams will look to stop, force Tufts to run the ball. On the outside, we have the senior, number 3, Greg Lanzillo at wide receiver, Jack Cooleen, number 81, and, of course, Zach Trouse, the running back.
Tufts is opening the game in a 4-receiver set in the shotgun. They're going to look to take some chances throwing the ball downfield this afternoon.
That's right. The first pass is to Trouse on the right side for a reception. I don't know if you folks saw, but Chance Brady came down on a cut block and absolutely destroyed the Williams defensive end there. Beautiful block by number 4, Chance Brady. So a first down for Tufts. They'll look to keep up that momentum here.
And Tufts has a couple of big wide receivers. They've got number 19, Ben Berry, and number 3, Greg Lanzillo, who are going to try to create some separation from these Williams secondary players.
Yep, they go to the run here on first down. The hand is to Trouse. Second down and 8 here for the Jumbos. Dahl looking to the sideline for the call. Tufts running a no-huddle offense. I really like this look. That's how they get so many passing yards, and they're able to move the ball. Let's see if Williams can stay in shape here all through the game. The swing pass out left to Trouse. He's got a block there, and he's into the open field, and he bull rushes number 23. Out of bounds for a Tufts first down. Gain of 13.
You see him, going in motion before the snap, able to provide a bit of to, just make those Williams defenders hesitate for a second. He's able to break out for a big gain.
That's right, but flag on the play. It appears that holding's being called on the Tufts offense. That'll bring them back 10 yards. So a big play scratched out by a Tufts mistake on a holding call. They've been plagued by penalties thus far this year, but hopefully Jack Dahl can get this first down through the air.
Both teams are absolutely going to look to minimize the amount of penalties that they incur against their team, because this is a perfect example of a big gain that really halts your momentum when you have to get it called back and then lose 5 yards on top of it.
Yeah, exactly. You're exactly right, Alex. It's a big game for both teams. It's a must-win, you might say. Both teams looking for an identity here in the NESCAC. Dahl out of the shotgun, pointing out his Mike linebacker. He sends a man in motion before throwing a pass to that man down on the right side. It's Ben Berry, 19, out on the right side for a short gain. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll now be third down and 2.
Tufts suddenly finds itself confronted with a bit of a difficult proposition, though they've still had some success throwing the ball. They're going to need that to come through once again to get these 10 yards and keep the ball moving down the field.
Be wary of being too one-dimensional here. They have to make Williams respect the run. But third and long here, maybe they'll go to the pass again. Dahl directing traffic out of the shotgun.
Characteristic triple set on the left side of Jack Dahl.
Dahl looks right, and he goes deep. He's got Greg Lanzillo down the right side, and it's intercepted by Williams. Wow. What a play there. Williams with the interception. Not such a bad result for the Jumbos. Almost like a punt. Williams will start from their own 20.
That is one way to look at that. Lanzillo, he's a big guy. You think he's the kind of person who can put his hands up in the air, jump and pull that one down. But an excellent play by the Williams defender to make that interception. I believe that was number 27, Mike Stearns.
Looked like Lanzillo had his man beat. The ball was a little behind him, but a nice play by Williams' safety to come over and make the play.
Correction, that was number 24, Tim Cabarly for the Williams.
Here's Williams on offense for the first time, led by number 11, Austin Lohman. He hands to the running back, number 22. Brought down by Tufts for a short gain. That's number 22, Alex Shakurka. I looked at that before the game, was not sure how to pronounce it. If any of you out there, any of our viewers know how to pronounce it and want to correct me, you can tweet the booth at hashtag JumboCast. In the likely event that I am pronouncing that wrong, Alex I will be pronouncing it until corrected. Lohman looks left. Hits number 2 on the outside for another short gain. He's close to a first down.
And for those of you who are on Twitter, we might be reading some of your tweets at halftime. So use that hashtag JumboCast if you have comments on today's game.
Always looking for comments from the viewers. So Tufts looking for a stop here on 3rd and short. Lohman out of the shotgun. 12-13 remaining here in the first quarter. He hands to number 22, Shakurka, and he's stopped behind the line by Tufts. Wow.
That is a huge play for the Jumbos.
Big play by Tommy Mead, number 45. I'm sorry, correction on the Twitter handle. It's hashtag Tufts JumboCast. Hashtag Tufts JumboCast.
And so it is number 14, Zach Trouse in the backfield to receive the punt for the Jumbos. Both teams just trading blows on us. They,
Yeah, 2 3-and-outs to start the game. Trouse will look to receive this punt here. The punt's away by number 9, Joseph Malik. Trouse gets under it, bobbles it, and falls on it. Wow. Scary play for the Jumbos, but Trouse falls on it.
Yeah, you can tell that Tufts is really missing number 20, Mike Rando, who has been out with injury, who has done some kick returning in the past with great success over the first half of the season.
Yeah, the Jumbos will be missing him, but Zach Trouse has picked up the slack. He's leading the NESCAC in return yards. Been a big player. In the backfield now for the Jumbos, number 4, Chance Brady, the hard runner. I really like his running style. Always running north and south. So here's Dahl, his second chance. Starting a drive here for the Jumbos inside their own 20. Empty backfield for Dahl. He looks short to Brady down the right side. He's pushed out of bounds by Williams for a gain. About 8.
And that's a style of pass that this Tufts offense really likes, is, getting those running backs, to cut out into the flat for a pickup of, 4 or 5 yards.
Interesting look here. Dahl coming out of the game, and Zach Trouse is going to take the snap. A little wildcat look here. Will he throw it? I don't know. Here we go. Trouse takes the snap. It looks left. He does throw it. It's a screen pass out of the blocks, and another Tufts first down.
We haven't seen a single handoff yet from Tufts. Very emblematic of this passing attack, this West Coast style offense that's trying to bring the ball down the field.
They have thrown a lot. You're exactly right, Alex. They will stay out of this wildcat look. Going to get the ball to Zach Trouse as much as possible. 4 receivers out to the right. Another screen pass to number 20, Mike Rando's in the game now. Another great block. A pancake, and he's free down the right side, but a flag on the play. It looked like a big block from number 85 of Tufts, the big fella. And the refs are going to get him for a hold. A wonderful block. If you didn't see, he pancaked his man, put him on his.
And the parents here are really getting upset. Tufts, has a very vigorous fan base, and they're getting a little raucous here.
Yeah, Parents Weekend, they're out to see their team perhaps for the first time. I know a lot of you parents probably are watching JumboCast, but a lot of the parents have made their way here. They didn't like that call. I don't know if I did either, but nevertheless, though, Tufts will keep Zach Trouse in the backfield with no quarterback Jack Dahl, the NESCAC leader in passing yards. First and 15. 4 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Another screen pass. This seems to be the bread and butter of this offense. Mike Rando's brought down. Perhaps a new look from the Jumbos here, trying to fool Williams, but 3 screen passes out of this look.
And there's really bunching up those wide receivers on one side of the ball. In that case, there were 4 wide receivers lining up to the left of the. So a lot of interesting looks that Williams Ephs defense is going to be looking at.
A lot of tricks in their bag from Coach Savetti for the Tufts Jumbos. Dahl's pressured, and he goes down behind the line. I don't know if that'll be counted a sack, but if it will, it'll be just Williams' just 3rd sack of the year. They're last in the next NESCAC in sacks with only 2. They'll have to get pressure on Jack Dahl today if they're going to slow him down. This prolific Tufts passing offense. Another 3rd and long here. Tufts plagued by penalties early. 4 receivers, 3 to the right, trips to the right. Dahl in the pistol. Looks right, gives it to Brady up the middle, and he's got a big gain. He's short of a first down, but a big run for Chance Brady, about a 20-yard gain.
Not normally the play call you would see on 3rd and 21, but it didn't go too poorly for them. They're at least able to advance the ball towards the yard marker. It's always going to be unlikely that they would make. At least they're going to put the Williams Ephs in a little bit of a worse field position.
Sure, both teams playing field position here. Not too much action so far. A couple of 3-and-outs for both teams. Tufts will punt here, number 47, Vince Falk. End over end to Williams, fielded by number 27 and brought down shortly thereafter by Tufts. Williams will start their drive inside their own 30.
Lots of back and forth here in this game. Really going to come down to which team is able to make the breakthrough first, put a touchdown on the board instead of, getting trapped behind their own 50-yard line for the duration of the drive.
So far it's been a battle of defenses. Let's meet the Tufts defense now. They're led by the defensive up front, number 90, James Brown, number 96, Corey Burns. Ife Adebayo and Evan Anthony and company will be holding down and warring in the trenches here. The handoff goes to Shakursky. And he's brought down for a short game. Sorry. Gain of 5. Both teams running the no huddle so far. Both teams to little effect. Here's Lohman out of the backfield. Swing pass out the left. He's met quickly by Tufts. Number 15 is brought down by number 7, Patrick Williams.
Williams there, you can see he's such a big body on the field, and he's a strong tackler, so there was not really much of a chance that was going to break for a big gain.
Fire Williams here, I'd be looking at their big wide receiver, number 3, on the near side of the field on this third and short. They go to the slant to number 88, the tight end, and he's got a first down, gain of 8. That was Alex Way, the tight end for Williams.
Bit of a matchup problem. He's another big guy. He's able to get into the middle of the field where those linebackers from Tufts might be a little smaller, not able to get into the coverage effectively.
That's right. The handoff goes to Shakurka, brought down behind the line again. Tufts has faced 2 excellent running backs the past 2 weeks. Of course, I mentioned Chudi Igrabulam for Trinity last week, had 4 touchdowns, 184 yards. Williams will look to gash Tufts again on the run this week, but so far it hasn't been happening. Lohman out of the shotgun. Fakes to number 22 and hits number 2, the wide receiver on the slant. That's Darius Syme, and he's got a big gain over the middle.
Once again, we see these Williams trying to attack the Tufts secondary over the top. Instead of going down the wings, they're looking to create space in the middle of the field, find receivers in the seam.
A couple of slants so far. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first quarter here. Handoff goes to number 30, the running back. He's brought down for a short gain. Tufts doing a good job swarming to the ball thus far.
Sun is shining here in Somerville after a brief rain shower earlier in the game.
That's right.
So we're going to have good weather for the rest of this contest.
I hope so. Beautiful autumn here in the Northeast as Lohman fakes and then hits number 88, a beautiful catch. He extended and hauled it in. A big gain for Williams. They're into the red zone.
It's the first time either of these teams have really made a break towards the opponent's end zone.
That's right. Williams putting together a nice drive here. They're doing well. They're leading the NESCAC actually in red zone conversion percentage. Lohman rolls left. Fires to number 15. He slips a tackle, and he's going towards the end zone, and it's a touchdown for number 15 of Williams. Steven Kiesel, the senior, scoring on a big play. Williams caps off a big drive, and they've taken a 6-point lead here in Somerville.
Has to be a huge confidence builder for these Williams Ephs, to get that first touchdown here on the road, build a really nice drive with a couple of, very slick-looking passes, attacking this Tufts defense.
That's right. Joseph Malik, number 9, now on to attempt the point after. The hold is down. The kick is up and good. A powerful boot from Malik. Went out of the stadium. Don't see that too often. This guy's poised for great things, I think. 7-0 Williams here early on. 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Tufts will look to answer that Williams touchdown.
Let's see if that thunderous leg will pin the Tufts Jumbos for a touchback.
Yeah, last kickoff, Malik forced Strauss to receive the ball inside his own goal line. Let's see, Tufts, the last couple of kickoffs, they've been faking a reverse. Last time, Strauss faked the reverse and then continued down the right sideline. Let's see if they actually do the reverse. It had great success against Bates earlier on in the season.
And so for our fans who are watching at home, we have a text bowl coming up. Who are your tweets at halftime. You can see the numbers on the field. Text 22333 with one of the following numbers to vote. For me, it's 142106. For our director, Jake, it's 142066. And for Elliot, it's 142107.
I like that, 142107. That's a good number. I think a lot of folks will be keying that in. I know I'd like to answer your tweets if you feel the same way. Make sure you vote Elliot. Really exciting. A lot of experimental stuff going on here in the booth. Alex, a lot of tweet reading. Like to keep the audience involved.
Yeah, with
Kick is away from Malik. It's a big boot back in the end zone. Trouse isn't going to get this one. It's out of the back of the end zone. A big boot from number 9, Joseph Malik.
Yeah, with our beautiful HD cameras, we also like to keep up with technology on the social media front.
Sure. It's all the rage these days, I hear. These kids, they're all over on their phones. They're doing, Twitter, Facebook, Lord knows what else.
No Surface Pros on the sidelines for these Tufts coaches.
As in the NFL, no. So Tufts looking for an answer here. Williams striking first with a touchdown pass by Austin Lohman. Kiesel, the senior. Tufts will hand it to Zach Trouse here. He's gobbled up in the middle and a big hit by number 38 of Williams. He's brought down behind the line by John Boyd. Boyd, an imposing force, slicing through the offensive line and making the stop.
Yeah, this is a matchup of speed and quickness on the Tufts side versus the size and strength of this Williams defense. So far, Williams seems to be the one winning out.
Tufts trying to play fast here, and so far Williams has their number. Jack Dahl out of the shotgun. Trouse slips up the middle. He's looking long and over. The pass is too deep from Mike Rando. Tufts going long on second down. It'll now be 3rd and 12. We've seen Tufts behind their line of scrimmage a lot of this game, whether it be by penalties or runs being stopped behind the line.
Yeah, really what Tufts needs right now is, these long passes over the top. Don't want to get too desperate too early. Just focus on consistency and, just stringing together, good-sized chunks of yardage.
Empty backfield for Dahl. He looks left and hits Trouse on the screen. Some run to run as he heads towards the first down, but he's brought down before he can make it. He's short of the first down by about 3 yards, and the Tufts punt team will come on, it looks like. So Williams with another stop. Number 27, Connor Harris, back to receive the punt. He's a freshman. Showed some quickness on the last punt return. Let's see what he can do here. Tufts has 3 gunners out on the right side as they bring Lanzillo in motion. Here's the snap. The punt is away by Falk. A nice spiraling kick. 27 takes it. He slips 2 tackles, and he's gobbled up by the Tufts defense. Number 45 for Tufts, Tommy Mead, was there on the stop. The Tufts defense will look to cap off a Williams drive here.
Strategy really working out for the Tufts Jumbos. Despite the agility of the Williams kick returner, it's just swarmed by a couple of Jumbo special teamers.
Connor Harris showing some sweet feet there, dodging 2 Tufts defenders before he was brought down by Tommy Mead. So here's Austin Lohman, quarterback for Williams, out of the shotgun with his running back Alex Shakurka. Looking to score once more. Here we go. Handoff is to Shakurka. He's tracked down from behind by the Tufts defensive end. Looks like Evan Anthony, number 54 there perhaps. Beautiful play by Anthony, showing some speed.
Yeah, Anthony is really one of the leaders on this defense. He's had a big season this year. Hoping to keep that up for the rest of this game here.
Tufts going with their base 4-3 defense. Both teams going out of the shotgun so far. The handoff goes to Shakurka up the middle. He's got a little bit of room to run, but he's stopped with a short gain by the Tufts linebacking crew. Another short gain. Tufts will be content with that.
Really big play here for Tufts. They're really going to want to get the ball back here.
Yeah, they'll need to stop. They need this stop on 3rd down. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. We're here at the Ellis Oval. Williams is up 7-0, and they're looking for more here. The snap is fumbled, and it goes to the Tufts defensive end, and he's racing towards the end zone. Believe it, folks. Austin Lohman The Williams quarterback went for the handoff. It slipped out of his hands. Looks like there might have been some confusion, and it went right into the breadbasket of the Tufts defensive tackle, and he went untouched into the end zone. What do you think about that, Alex?
That was a fantastic heads-up play by defensive end James Brown, getting the whole crowd into it. Huge momentum shift here for Tufts.
Oh, Tufts bringing out a University of Oregon style extra point here. Jack Dahl is also the holder, and it looked like he was going to go for 2, but now he'll bring it in for the classic point after. Look, Tufts is signaling for another player to run out. Number 6, the lineman was missing. Tufts takes a timeout with 3 minutes remaining. So Tufts a little bit of undisciplined play so far, but with a couple of penalties and then only having 10 men out of the field there. But wow, they just were gifted by Williams here. How about that? That was a play right out of Madden or something.
Yeah, that was a really unfortunate fumble by Austin Lohman, but it's fantastic for Tufts to capitalize on it. You never want to give away the ball in the backfield like that because no one was going to chase him down.
Not only was it a fumble, but it popped in the air and went right into the hands of Tufts defensive tackle. Wow. I've never seen anything like that. Tufts at the point after. It is good. So Tufts ties the game on some crazy shenanigans here. Wow. Williams looked like they might have been ready to convert on 3rd down, start another long drive, and all of a sudden, a greased ball slips out of the hands of quarterback Austin Lohman. It's a gift for the Tufts defense. Wow.
After a slow start, we finally got ourselves a contest here. Both teams trading touchdowns, hoping for more of those.
7-7 here. The Tufts-Williams matchup last year, Williamstown, it was a shootout, a total of 80 scored, and it looks like we might be heading for another one of those here today. 2 touchdowns for each team early on. 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Tufts with their first kickoff of the game. Back to receive the kickoff for Williams, of course, number 27, the same as their punt returner. Harris is back to receive, waiting at the 10-yard line.
Squib kick here.
Squib kick fielded by number 38 for Williams. He's around the right side. Speed. Vince Falk tried to make the play, but he was stiff-armed. So a good return. Stymied the squib kick, and they're taking it out near midfield.
Interesting choice to go with the squib here by Tufts, but it's going to result in some great field position for the Williams Ephs, who are going to take the ball near midfield.
That's right, number 38, the outside linebacker, John Boyd, had that ball just come right into his breadbasket, much like the previous touchdown from Tufts, and he showed some excellent quickness going around the right flank of that kickoff return. So I'll try to shake off the previous play on offense and take it for Williams. He hands it off to Shakurski. Oh, wow. Big run up the middle for 7 yards. Shakurka on the run. Gain of 7 for Williams. So Williams having a little bit more success here running the ball. Tufts was blocking up those gaps early on, but Williams being able to run the ball here. Let's see if they do it on 2nd down. 2nd and 4 here. Another bobbled snap. And Shakurka's brought down behind the line. Tough defenders knifing into the backfield. Shakurka was able to elude one, but not the rest of the Tufts defense. Good swarming play by Tufts.
Yep, this third thing that they're going to keep doing more of the same. They look to dial Shakurka's numbers again here on this play.
Let's see if Shakurka lowers the shoulder, try to get this first down. Tufts only has 6 men in the box here. They jump here on a snap count. Lohman looks at another slant to number 2. That's Syme over the middle. He's got Tufts tacklers draped all over him, but they can't bring him down. A big gain.
It's able to generate a lot of momentum, not only just pushing back those Tufts tacklers, but also bringing this offense further down the field. They're in field goal territory now.
That's right, Darius Syme, the big junior, the big reception there. Williams having some success with slants here. They had the fake there for the screen pass before hitting Syme for the slant. Here's a screen pass for number 13 for Williams. He's down the right side, and he's got another first down. Close to a first down, at least. Number 13 for Williams, that's Mark Pamela. Wow. The junior from Marshfield, Massachusetts. Mark Pamela with a nice reception there. Chains of pace back. Jean-Luc Etienne. Here's the running back for Williams, number 30. See if they hand it to him. Austin Lohman out of the gun. He does hand it to Etienne, but Tufts is into the backfield. They've brought him down.
Yeah, it's Williams' offense really able to vary it up. They're calling lots of different kinds of passes, having success running the ball. Tufts defense really needs to find some answers.
That's right. They've done a good job knifing into the backfield, but they haven't been able to make so many plays here. As another 3rd and short for Williams. Let's see if Tufts can make the stop. Lohman out of the gun. Got 2 wide receivers right. He fakes, rolls left, goes to number 88 for another reception and another first down. That's number 88, Alex Way, on the reception.
Great decision making by Austin Lohman there. Despite some pressure that he, for this game, the offensive line is doing a good job, but that Tufts pass broke into the backfield, but he's still able to make a good throw.
Yeah. Williams into the red zone. 71% of the time they enter the red zone, they are scoring touchdowns here as the handoff goes to number 22, Shakurka. He's got a short gain out to the right side. They're inside the 10 here. Williams is knocking on the door again, looking to take the lead. If I were Williams, I might plant here. They've had success, and they've got some big receivers, some excellent red zone targets. Williams has 2 receivers out to the right. They'll look for the slant, and they got a receiver wide open. Darius Syme was left in the middle of the end zone, and he's got a Williams touchdown. Williams will take the lead 13-7.
And, Williams putting some points back up on the board. Lohman continues to play excellently in this game, really taking charge of that Ephs passing attack, with great success.
That's right. I was wondering if Austin Lohman was going to look like Biff Lohman or not before this game, but boy, oh boy, has he come out firing. An easy pass to Syme for the touchdown. PAT is no good, however, but Williams will hold on to a 6-point lead nonetheless. I don't know what happened there on that touchdown play. Did you see, Alex? It looked like Darius Syme just was left to his own devices to run into the end zone. He was wide open.
Yeah, just a blown coverage there. But the missed extra point could come back to hurt this Williams team.
We'll see. Williams on that touchdown play had 2 receivers up top. And Tufts was playing man coverage, it looked like, and I guess they got mixed up. Probably had a nice crossing route or something.
And for those of you watching at home, be sure to tweet your questions to the booth. You can follow us at Tufts JumboCast or use the hashtag Tufts JumboCast. If you have any questions, concerns, thoughts, rants.
I don't know about rants.
Compliments.
I don't know if we want rants. If you got any like fun stories or jokes, you got a joke you want us to tell, or questions about the game, we'll sure be happy to answer those. So, 1:25 here in the first quarter, an eventful first quarter. Tufts scored on a wild snap. Austin Lohman bobbling a snap and giving it right to the Tufts defender who ran in, and Williams having 2 systematic drives here. As Trauss fakes the reverse and takes it down to the left side. He's got room. Trauss into the open field. He's got blockers in front. He crosses the 45, and he's down to the 47. Trauss with a nice return. Tufts having success with that fake reverse.
Yeah, all year they've relied on a big return game to give them good field position, really get that offense going.
That's right. Zach Trauss leading the NESCAC in return yards. You know what that fake reverse does? It really spreads out the coverage team. Trauss had holes to run through, and blockers on the left side of the field. Jack Dahl looking to tie up the game here or take the lead, as they would be able to with a point after Joseph Malik misfired for Williams. So here we see Dahl out of the pistol. He looks left, fires to number 19. That's Barry out for a short gain. A lot of short passing here from both teams. Seems to be working pretty well. Let's see if Tufts can stay.
Tufts is going to hope to see more out of Ben Barry. Been a big part of this Tufts receiving core over the course of the season.
Chance Brady up the middle, a hard run to a first down there, gain of 6. If I were Tufts, I'd give it more to Brady here. Tufts has been sort of one-dimensional this season passing the ball. They're first in the NESCAC in passing, but lower in the rank. Brady getting bottled up here on 3rd and short. It'll be close. Let's see if he's got it. Gain of 2 on the play for Brady, number 4, the sophomore.
And that's going to be a first down for the Jumbos.
You're right, Alex. The referees are signaling for a first down. They haven't been able to string first downs together. They've had 3 first downs so far in the game, but haven't been able to sustain a drive longer than that.
They're definitely going to be looking to chance Brady in those sort of situations. You know, to just, like you said, run north-south, bust it up the middle for chunks of yardage, and get those first downs.
That's right. The referees bringing out the sticks here to measure. Let's see if it's a first down. I say they got to give it to him. Chance put some good effort on that play. It's going to be really close. The referee's taking a second look, and it is within inches. My goodness.
It's about 3 inches short of a first down.
Wow. Hard to tell from here, but it looks like certainly within 3 inches. So going for it here. They're into Williams territory for the first time, and they'll hope to sustain this drive. Dahl out of the pistol. Brady behind him. A receiver out to the right and a blocker in the backfield. Let's see what Tufts can cook up here. 4th down and inches for the Jumbos. The handoff to Brady on the right side. He's met by number 38 by Williams. Now behind the line. Turnover on number 38, John Boyd, who had done the kickoff return, has now knifed it and made a big play. Tufts stopped again.
Yeah, that's got to be a heartbreaker for Tufts. Excellent performance, though, by that Ephs defensive line. Just, really halting any of the momentum that Brady was able to get as he charged towards the gut of the Williams defense.
Here we see Williams not bringing out their quarterback, Austin Lohman, here. They have number 13, perhaps another Wildcat look. Out of the shotgun. 13 takes a 1-step drop. Taking his time. Over the middle. He finds number 21, and it's intercepted by Tufts. Number 32. An amazing play. Wow. Michael DeFeo on the interception. An acrobatic catch, and Tufts will take over once again.
And that is DeFeo's 2nd interception of the season. Really key play. Really great, just athletic, heads up play.
He saw the ball flying through the air, and he knew he had to grab it. An acrobatic play, grabbing that ball before it could touch the turf. Tufts out of the shotgun here. The handoff goes to Trouse up the middle. He's got a little room to run and a gain of 4 before he's brought down by Williams. Looked like number 52, James O'Grady, the big linebacker on the stop. That's the end of the first quarter here at the Ellis Oval. Some exciting stuff here in the first quarter in Somerville. It's Williams 13, Tufts 7. The clock strikes 0, and the teams will switch sides for the second quarter.
All the makings of a classic contest in this, Massachusetts in-state rivalry between Tufts and Williams.
Just barely. Williams, of course, very close to the New York. They're still in Massachusetts. They got a long way to go. Wonder if they stayed the night before in a hotel nearby before playing today's game. It would be a long trek to come on here this morning.
Tufts is hoping to send them back to Williamstown on a long bus ride down the Massachusetts Turnpike.
It's a long bus ride. It's a long bus ride no matter where you go, but certainly if it's a loss, it feels even longer. Let's look towards social media again. We have a thank you for the help, Winnie Barnes. We got a tweet earlier from Winnie Barnes5 who says, at Tufts JumboCast, Williams running back number 22 is pronounced Alex Sakurka. Thank you very much. That's the kind of interaction we like to see from the fans. Oh yeah, and then Jackson Myers at Imperator_JM says the same thing. Sakurka. Thank you, Jackson. The pass goes to Coolene out on the right side before he is dropped by Williams, but not before he picks up a first down. A big hit by the cornerback number 12, Josh Hellkamp. Boy, that kid can lay the wood. Coolene is a big player, and he just got dropped by number 12, Josh Hellkamp. But Tufts picks up the first down nonetheless. Dahl out of the shotgun. The pistol, rather, here with Trouse behind him. He'll hand it to Trouse along the right side. where he's brought down by the backside linebacker.
And a dust-up between a couple of players. That was number 4 from Tufts, Alfin Tafarmamikos, getting into it with the Williams defender.
Yeah, Akeen is a feisty player, but that's what you like to see out of your blind tackle here. It was James Howe, number 54, on the tackle. The handoff goes to Trouse again. Williams strings it out and then brings him down. A nice play by O'Grady, number 52. He's been making plays all day. Tufts will have another third down. They've been have had paltry conversion thus far, but see if they can convert here. Dull looking towards the sideline for the play. If I were Tufts, I'd maybe go to the pass here, and it looks like they will. They had an empty backfield. Trouse and Rando and Lanzillo up to the top of your screen, and at the bottom, Jack Coolin. Here comes Trouse in motion out to the right side.
5
looking
receivers
right
for the Jumbos. And
wow, Coolin wide open, and he's got room to run on the right side. Wow. Tackler then goes in. Tufts is inside the 30-yard line.
Strength in numbers here for the Jumbos, spreading out 5 receivers across the line of scrimmage. And
that's right.
Jack Dahl able to find Coolin for a big reception.
That's right. Tufts sending 4 receivers deep and then having Jack Coolin slip underneath. Wonderful design play there by Tufts. Here we go. Another empty backfield. Tufts is knocking on the door here. Zach Trouse in the backfield. They'll look to number 20, Mike Rando. Screen pass to the outside. He spins past a defender and then is brought down at the 25. Gain of 5.
This is more of a classic performance by this Tufts offense. Just looking to keep passing the ball to the big wide receivers. Keep spreading the offense wide, keeping the Williams Ephs on their heels.
New quarterback here for the Tufts Jumbos. It's number 6. He's out of the shotgun, looks right for Trouse. A nice spiral out to him. He's got room to run. He slips through. Number 23 's got Zach Trouse with a touchdown. Tufts will tie the game at 13.
Great play there by Zach Trouse. When he gets going, hard to stop.
Wow.
And
so a touchdown from number 6.
zone.
Touchdown from number 6, Alex Snyder, the sophomore from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Another. I myself am from Colorado. Good for him, making a play, making an impact as a sophomore. Interesting, Tufts would put in another quarterback besides Jack Dahl, the NESCAC leader in passing yards, but I guess they got a deep roster here. A beautiful play by Snyder.
Snyder's made a couple of appearances earlier in the year, but they've largely relied on Dahl to be the main quarterback. But a new
the
look
PAT is
doesn't
good.
hurt.
Oh, the referees are calling offsides. Tufts should decline that. They will, and they'll take a 1-point lead. So the PAT may come back to bite Williams. They missed their second point after, while Tufts is right on the mark. The home team, the Tufts Jumbos, take the lead 14-13 with 12 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A statement drive for Tufts there, huh, Alex? They've been stymied here in the first half, but a big drive. A couple of loose balls go their way, but they've shown grit, and here they are with the lead against their rival, the Williams Ephs.
And for your fans, if you have statements for us, tweet them at us at our handle, Tufts JumboCast. Use the hashtag Tufts JumboCast.
That's right. Always looking to get the audience involved. We have a lot of fun here up in the booth, and we want to share it with you.
Remember to like us on Facebook, too. Tufts JumboCast.
We tell you to love it, but I don't think that's part of the Facebook API. Here we go. Number 27 to return for Williams. That's Harris. He's got a little bit of room there, and he's out to the 25.
And
he's a speedy returner.
We got 12 and a half minutes left in our text poll to decide who wants to read your tweets at halftime. So, for our director, Jake, it's 142066. For yours truly, it's 142106. And for our play-by-play guy, Elliot, here at 142107.
That's right. Who do you want to be answering tweets at halftime? I know who I want. Not about me, though. It's about the fans. All right. Williams mixing it up at quarterback as well here, number 13 out of the shotgun. He'll run it out. He's got a little bit of room there, and he'll be brought down for a 2-yard gain. That's number 13, Mark Pamela, junior from Massachusetts. So Pamela out of the shotgun here with Etienne alongside him at running back. Pamela will run again. He's the big body guy down the middle of the field. He's got another short gain. 44 McCormick on the play for Tufts. 3rd and 5 for Williams here.
Have to wonder if Austin Lohman is, feeling, may picked up a bit of an injury that last drive.
So. We'll see. I see him standing on the sideline there. He looks fine. Maybe they're just going for a change of pace here with the more able-bodied runner, number 13. The fake, and 13 will take it around the right side, hurdling a defender, and he's close to a first down. We'll wait on the measurement here. It's going to be awfully close. So a nice scramble by the Williams quarterback on 3rd and 5. He'll be close to a first down.
It was a great effort, though, by the Tufts linebacker, Matt McCormick, to put a stop to the athletic Ephs quarterback.
That's right, Mark Pamela with the scramble there, but it is not enough, and they'll bring on Malik to punt. Here's the snap, and Malik will punt it away. Trouse to receive. He decides to stay away, and the Ephs will touch the ball up. Tufts will take it from their own 23-yard line.
You have to think that maybe Williams was trying to avoid, kicking it directly to Tufts. See if they can get a friendly bounce, as they did. Able to down it on the Tufts' own 23-yard line.
That's right. Looks like Jack Dahl back in the game with Chance Brady in the backfield. Dahl surveying the defense. Williams in their base 4-3 again. He hands it to Brady, who slips by a tackler and then plunging forward. He's got his legs churning into the pile for a short gain. Tufts having a little success running the ball at the moment, but I like their persistence here. They're trying to be two-dimensional here with the run and the pass. I like the play calling. 4-yard gain for Brady on the play.
Really need that offensive line to create more lanes and holes for Chance Brady to charge into.
That's right. Led by the captain, the center, number 70, Landon Davis. Offensive line playing well so far. A swing pass out to the right, and short gain again for Tufts. It'll be 3rd down. Gain of 2 on the play.
And there's another, 3rd and short situation for Tufts. They're going to need to look to convert this one if they want to extend their lead.
Davis, the center, pointing out blitzers. Dahl from the shotgun here. Looks right. Throws right. Wow. Finds number 12. Will he be in bounds? Referees are conferring. Still haven't made a decision. They say it's a catch. An acrobatic catch. Wow.
Wonderful presence of mind to keep his feet in bands while going full extension towards the Williams sideline to haul that one in.
Excellent play by number 12, Harrison Kidd, the senior. That's what you like to see out of your role players. Guy coming on, making a wonderful play for the senior. Tufts has 5 wide receivers on an empty backfield. Jack Dahl, where is he going to throw it? Here we go. He looks right. Fires and finds number 12 again. Beautiful play, gain of 9. Harrison Kidd on another reception. Tufts moving the ball well here. 9 minutes remaining in the half. 2nd and 1 here. Let's see if Tufts takes a shot downfield. Empty backfield, looking right again. And another catch. These outs working well for Harrison Kidd and Jack Dahl. They've been connecting. A little scramble here. Wow. Number 38, John Boyd, getting into it with the Tufts tight end.
And this spread offense is really working out well for the Jumbos. You see them stack 4 wide receivers to one side, able to overload one side of the Ephs defense and find receivers open for Jack Dahl.
That's right. Nick Dean, the sophomore tight end, getting in a little bit of a scrum there with John Boyd of Williams. He'll come out of the game here for the spread option look from Tufts. Trouse coming in motion here. Rando on the reception and the screen pass to the right side. He's got a little bit of the room before he's spun out of bounds by number 12, Josh Helmkamp. Excuse me. Rando on the reception here.
Another play, another successful pass for Jack Dahl, who's connecting with receivers all over the field.
Yeah, he's throwing to different guys here. We've seen Harrison Kidd. We've seen Mike Rando. He trusts all of his receivers, and it's hard to guard all of them, especially when he's got 5 guys who can catch the ball out there. The handoff is to Trouse up the middle. He bursts forward and picks up a gain. He's going to be close to a first down around the Williams 40-yard line. So Tufts stringing together a nice drive here, Alex. It looks like they've got some momentum as the second half
And the ball carrier there,
comes to a close here.
Ball carrier there, Zach Trouse, is really doing it all for the Tufts offense. We see him line up here behind the pistol. We've seen him spread out at wide receiver.
Doing it all, including eluding tacklers in the backfield, but not all of them. He eluded 2 tacklers beautifully. Zach Trouse on 3rd and short. Looks like Williams was keying the short run there. So Tufts stopped again, but here they'll be going it. They went for it on 4th down last time they had the ball, but this time they'll be punting it away. Hope to push Williams deep into their own territory.
Just a little bit too far out of field goal range for Tufts. They're going to look to try to pin the Ephs deep.
That's right.
Lining up a little bit of maybe a pooch punt here.
Harris back for Williams. The snap is low, and it's a fake. Mike Rando's going to pass it. It's blocked in the air and intercepted by number 43 of Williams. Wow. Tufts went for the fake on 4th down and 4. Looks like Mike Rando was going to throw it, but it was batted down by the Williams defenders and caught, returned for a short gain. It was lucky Tufts was able to bring him down. He had a lot of open field in front of him. Some Williams fans there, they're going to be excited about that. Wow, these diehards making the trek all the way from Williamstown. You got to respect that.
And that was a huge play by number 43, Elijah Eaton. Just, spreading his wings for full extension.
Spreading his wings. That man knows how to fly, and he knows how to catch a football. Wonderful play by Williams special teams. Or Tufts first in the NESCAC in football attendance this year. Williams is 2nd, and as we just saw, they have a little bit of some roadies, some fans on the road this year. Lohman's pass is incomplete out to the left. A lot of incomplete passes today.
Really a testament to the quarterback play that we've seen today.
That's right.
Both teams with 2 really strong field generals here who are able to deliver the ball to their receivers.
Exactly. Number 27, Mike Stearns on the defense there. Lohman will look left again, an identical play. He hits his tight end, and Stearns brings him down. That's the tight end, number 88, Alex Way. He's been a big factor thus far on the out route, on the slant. He's a big body, and Lohman knows how to find him. 3rd and 7 here. It's been a story of 3rd down conversion thus far, I would say. Tufts, both teams failing to convert many times, and let's see if Tufts can stop them here. Lohman floating a ball deep. Let's see if number 3 can get under it. He cannot, but it's a pass interference flag coming in late. Lohman was under pressure, just had to get rid of it, and it looked like a flag's going to come in.
There's another one closer to the line of scrimmage.
That's
there.
right. 2 flags on the play. Let's see if these fouls offset. If you're a Jumbos fan, that's what you're looking for. Crowd chanting, "You can't do that." I'm afraid they're right. Sorry, Tufts. Looked like Tufts gave a little shove to the Williams receiver who was trying to get under that flag. As I said before, these penalties will offset, and it looks like they'll redo the down.
That's a huge break.
That's right.
For Tufts, because those are the kind of penalties that you really don't want to see yourself making. Every coach is going to look at those kinds of pass interference calls and just shake their head on the sideline.
A lot of shaking heads over there on both sidelines. Penalties on both teams. Here we go. Lohman out of the gun on 3rd down. Had a nice float pass the last play that was, of course, being redone here. He's looking left until a screen pass to the right side to number 22, Sakurka. Looks like he's got a first down on the right side. A nice play. That is not an easy throw, but Lohman made it beautifully and a good blocking from his offensive line. Number 77, Alan Felix leading the charge, the agile center. Williams putting together another nice drive. 6 minutes remaining in the half. Here's the inside handoff to Sakurka. He's got a short gain before he's brought down. McCormick on the tackle again, number 44 for Tufts.
Yeah, and as Williams is approaching the red zone here, Tufts is going to really wish that they could take that fake punt turned interception back, because they've given up a lot of yardage.
That's right. When Williams gets in the red zone, they rarely come away without points. Lohman looking right. A pass deep, and it's going to sail out of bounds. Some nice pressure on the play being provided by the Tufts defensive line, forcing Lohman to throw that one away, it looked like. So another third down here. Let's see if Tufts can get the stop.
Some good pass rushing there from Corey Burns. Getting a little more pressure on the quarterback, but despite that, Ephs are still able to move the ball down the field.
That's right. Lohman going over to confer with the coaching staff for this pivotal third down. 3rd and 7 for Williams. They're nearing the red zone, and they're down 1 point heading into halftime. 5:38 remaining here in the second quarter. Lohman surveying the field. He looks left. Throws right. Another screen pass to the tight end Way. He's brought down by 3 Tufts defenders, and a late hit looks like. Is there going to be a flag? I don't think so.
Heated emotions between these two teams.
Yeah, there's a storied rivalry, as I said. This rivalry goes all the way back to 1885. Williams taking most of the wins in the rivalry, but Tufts will look to change that today. Williams took the win last out, and we've had a couple of good amount of points scored thus far, but the Tufts defense will look to stop Williams from scoring anymore here. For it on 4th and 9. They're opting not to go for the field goal. It's 4th and 9 here for Williams. The crowd getting energized here at the Ellis Oval. The shotgun snap here. Pressure on the right side, and Lohman throws it away. It looked like there was some miscommunication with the snap, and Lohman was forced to throw the ball away. Tufts defense looked like James Brow perhaps got in there. Number 90 for Tufts, and
that's another turnover on downs here in this game, which has really been back and forth, up and down. Good plays on both sides of the ball and mistakes on both sides of the ball.
That's right. A pivotal stop by the Tufts defense. Dahl has 5 minutes to work with here. Landon Davis, the center, pointing out blockers. Here's the snap. The draw play to Brady up the middle, snuffed out by number 60 of Williams. A beautiful play there. The big guy up front. That was number 60, Scott Halperin, the sophomore from Florida.
It's going to be 2nd and 11. We'll see if the Tufts has enough time to drive down the field. They've got 4.5 minutes left.
That's
in
right.
the second quarter.
Tufts will look to bleed the clock here. Halperin on the stop there. Let it fool you. This might be D3, but there's some big players out there. Coolene going across the middle. Dahl surveying the field. He finds Coolene wide open again on the right side. He's got a first down and more. A block it into the open field. Coolene's got no men to beat. He's got 3 Williams defenders in charge, and he's down in the 3-yard line. A huge game for Jack Coolene of the Tufts offense.
And this Tufts crowd thought he was in there for a touchdown, and he almost did when it wasn't for the efforts of a couple of Ephs defenders chasing him down. Dahl had all day to throw there, and it really materialized for Tufts breaking out a big play in the open field.
Yeah, big blocking by Akeem Farmer, Michos, TJ Musanegro up front for Tufts. Dahl had all day to find Coolene. The big fella lumbering towards the goal line was brought down just before. Timeout on the play. 4 minutes left here. Looked like I thought Tufts was going to try to have a sustained long drive, maybe bleed down the clock, but then a big play from Dahl to Coolene sets up Tufts. 1st and goal at the 5.
We'll see what they do in the short yardage situation. Are they going to look to hand the ball off to Chance Brady, or continue their success throwing the ball with 5 wide receivers and 5 yards to go?
Give us a question. And there's a text poll, too.
Scores from around the NESCAC. We're seeing Bowdoin 10, Trinity 3. A shocker there. Trinity, of course, undefeated this year. They thumped the Jumbos last weekend in Hartford. Bowdoin taking the surprise lead. You know, I watched that Bowdoin Tufts game. Bowdoin really took it to the Jumbos up in Maine, but interestingly, they lost 38-0 against Williams the first game of the year. Williams since then has been 0-3, all 3 games on the road. They have another one here
Yeah, the Bowdoin Polar Bears really able to claw their way back to a successful season.
Sorry, all 3 games not on the road. They lost at home last week to Middlebury in an overtime heartbreaker. You Williams fans who are watching that know what I mean. They'll be looking to take the victory here after that loss at Williamstown last weekend. Middlebury, of course, tying the game with less than a minute remaining before going on to kick a field goal in overtime to take the victory. Williams reporting their 3rd straight loss. They come on the road here in front of a Tufts crowd here. Ready for Tufts to score another touchdown here before halftime. Tufts 14, Williams 13, 4:08 remaining here in the half. Oh, wow. Dahl rolling out right. He's got a couple of men. He slips a tackle and throws to the back of the end zone, and it's too high for Coolene. Interesting play there. A nice play fake before Dahl rolling out to his right side.
Able to generate a little bit of confusion there with that play action call. You can see that Dahl is also a great scrambler.
That's right.
Passer.
That's right. He looked pretty agile rolling out to the right there. Krause coming into the game. Let's see if they hand it off to him. 2nd down and goal from the 5. It's a battle of the big men here inside the red zone. Tufts offensive line, Williams defensive line. Dahl looking right, firing to Trouse on the goal line. He's got it for a Tufts touchdown. Trouse is in, and Tufts is up 20-13. So Tufts, after a huge gain by Jack Coolene, brought him down to the 5. Trouse catches a nice out pattern and takes it into the end. Coolene with another touchdown on the year. Sorry, Dahl with another touchdown here throwing.
Once again, we're going to have an interesting lineup for the extra point here from Tufts.
Boy, I tell you what, Zach Trouse really can do it all. Returning punts, returning kicks. He's a great receiver out of the backfield, and he sure can run the ball. He's quick on his feet. Like to have him on my team. Tufts with a P after the snap is muffled, and Dahl will just fall on it. So both teams now have each muffed a point after. Might come back to bite them.
It's really important as Tufts takes only a 7-point lead instead of the 8-point lead they would have had they been able to convert that extra point. It's a game of numbers.
Sure is.
Don't forget to tune in for our halftime show here, coming up in about 3 minutes and 56 seconds of game clock time.
Approximately. The scoreboard here at the stadium doesn't show milliseconds, but if we did, we'd tell you folks at home how many milliseconds approximately did the halftime show. I know you're all waiting with bated breath. Here at JumboCast have a halftime show we're really excited to bring you, so make sure you stay tuned in. Certainly you can go to the kitchen, microwave yourself something, but then head on back, catch the halftime show. Our wonderful host Bernie Birnbaum will have something for. It'll be some good family fun.
We know for Parents Weekend, many of you are here in attendance at the Ellis Oval, but for those of you who aren't, we'll be interviewing cohort.
Exactly. Here's Harris with the return out to the past the 30-yard line. Some big blocks on the play. I saw a couple of pancakes out there. It's getting pretty heated out there. The two NESCAC rivals. These schools get into it whenever they can. Tufts, of course, Tufts has not beaten Williams since 2008. I was in 8th grade. I was a little tight back then. They're looking to change that here, and they've got the lead with 3 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the half. Austin Lohman back in at quarterback here. He'll fake the handoff and then look to number 15. That's Kiesel out to the right side. He's brought down by McCormick. A nice play by McCormick, racing out to the left side to make the play.
He's been all over the field. Very rangy middle linebacker, McCormick.
That's right.
Able to make plays from sideline to sideline.
Yeah, excellent range there from number 44 of Tufts. Lohman again out of the shotgun. He looks right, another screen pass to Kiesel. He slips a tackler and then is brought down close to the first down. Gain of 6 for Williams. Stays in bounds, though the clock will run. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the first half. 3rd and 1 for Williams. Need to convert here. If Tufts can make a stop, they might get the ball back with time to spare. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. Clock strikes 3 minutes. Another slant by number 88. Way, the tight end. He's racing down the field, and he's brought down inside the 20. Wow. Who's going to cover Alex Way, number 88? No one, apparently, for the Jumbos.
Really clever play call for the Williams Ephs. Just that quick pass over the middle. I know on 3rd and short, they might not have anticipated that Way was going to break out for a big gain.
Probably looking for him to block on the play, but instead, Way slips down the seam for a big gain there. Got to cover that if you're Tufts. You've seen that thus far throughout the game. Way making some nice catches down the seam. Tufts has to stop that if they're going to win this game. Williams inside the red zone for the 3rd time this game.
This may be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
I don't believe there is a 2-minute warning, but coming into the end zone, a big lofting pass, and it's batted away by Tufts. It was intended for number 3 of Williams, the big wide receiver, but nothing doing on. A wonderful play by the Tufts defensive back. That was Patrick Glose on the pass defense. Wonderful play by him.
I stand corrected. I had completely slipped my mind that there is no 2-minute warning in college football. But the clock is still ticking for the Williams Ephs.
That's right.
Not much time.
Seconds for the Williams Ephs at the Tufts red zone. Number 3, Lewis Hayes was the intended receiver on that last play. Here's the handoff to Sakurka. Excuse me. Bottled up on the play by the Tufts defensive line. Corey Burns getting in there.
Big play by Ephs Adebayo. Let's bring them into the backfield.
That's right.
Stop their momentum.
Ephs Adebayo, the big fella, making the play there. He is a load. Disrupting plays here. Lohman on 3rd and long. A low snap. He rolls right. He's chased by Burns on the play, and he's brought down. Corey Burns with a big sack for Tufts. Grabbing Lohman by the jersey and bringing him down like a rag doll. Corey Burns is a man amongst boys.
Huge play there for Tufts. Gotta love the energy and the enthusiasm. These huge athletic guys. Really just heart and soul, the cornerstone of the Tufts defense.
Wow, Corey Burns with a big play there. I am impressed. 4th down and long for Williams. Coaching staff talking it over with Lohman. They'll probably take a timeout here, talk it over. They have 2 remaining. Let the clock run down.
Why aren't the Jumbos taking a timeout?
Yeah, it seems like Tufts would want to take a timeout here so they could get the ball back, but the coaching staff choosing to take no action here. Williams will take a timeout with 54 seconds remaining. Tufts 20, Williams 13 here at the Ellis Oval. A big first half for Tufts. Jack Colleen had a big reception that led to a Zach Trouse short 5-yard out on 2nd and goal from the 5. Jack Dahl with the TD throw. Williams, of course, having 2 touchdowns of their own early on. They took the lead 7-0 to start off the game. Tufts answered. It was tied at 7, and then Williams scored a touchdown on their own before missing the PAT. But since then, it's been all Tufts. Williams threatening, though, here until the big sack by Corey Burns. I've been impressed with Tufts defense today, Alex. I mean, they're last in the NESCAC in yards given up. They've given up a lot of yards this year, a lot of those coming. And their last 2 weeks, big losses to Bowdoin and Trinity. But they've looked good here today.
Yeah, Tufts has a tendency to get themselves into shootout with this high-powered offense.
That's right.
It's been a high-scoring game so far today at 20-13 before halftime.
Yeah, they're really giving the fans something to watch here. This trend continues. There'll be a lot of points scored today. So Williams going for it on 4th and about 20. Wow. Austin Lohman out of the gun here. He's got 4 wideouts. He'll take the snap and look right. He's got men going deep. He's scrambling right. One into the end zone. The big fella can't make the play. Tufts knocks it away. It's Tufts ball here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half, excuse me.
Really difficult decision for the Williams Ephs. On one hand, they were down, had 19 yards to go for the first down marker, but they've also been having some kicking trouble so far this game.
That's right.
Really came down to the best option, which was to throw it up, see if anybody can come down with it in the end zone, but that's not the case.
Pass was intended for Lewis Hayes, 6'4", 195. They were hoping the big fella could jump up and make the play. But Patrick Glose was there once again, number 30 for Tufts. Jack Dahl will take a knee, and Tufts will be content to take this 7-point lead into the locker room at halftime. We remind you again, the Tufts JumboCast halftime show coming up. We got a lot of special things for you. It's Parents Weekend. We're going to have a Parents show. I know a lot of you folks are watching at home. We're going to have some fun parents on the halftime show here, and we're going to answer your tweets. You guys have been texting in and telling us who you want answering your tweets. Is it going to be me? Is it going to be Bernie Birnbaum? Is it going to be Alex Dobyan here? So, Tufts and Williams heading into the here in Somerville. Tufts 20, Williams 13 as the clock strikes 0 in the first half. The beginning of the half, it was a game of defense, but Tufts, of course, taking a 7-point lead heading into halftime.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Tufts JumboCast halftime show. Jumbo 20-13 at halftime. I'm Bernie Birnbaum, and here, chosen in a text poll, we have Elliot, and we're going to address that we've received during the first half.
To all the people that voted for me, thank you very much. I'm going to enact a lot of change in this office, and I hope to do you well by answering your questions. So thank you.
Not going to lie, one vote was cast, so
1,000 votes were cast for me.
1,000 votes.
We, Jumbo Nation, thank you for nominating me. It's an honor.
Early on in the broadcast, we requested some clarification on the pronunciation for the Ephs running back.
Sakurka.
Sakurka.
I thought it was Shakurka, but apparently it's Sakurka. Thank you to the two folks who tweeted that in.
Jackson and Winnie were helping us out there.
Thanks, you guys.
We want to give a shout out to The Oracle. That's the name of the Twitter account anyway. The Doe Bear. They're watching Jumbo's football from San Diego.
Shout out to The Oracle, then San Diego. Beautiful sunny San Diego. I would say go Chargers, but I'm a big Broncos fan, so I will not say that ever. Look at a few weeks, though. Chargers-Broncos coming up. Big game. Chargers are looking good this year. I've been surprised, but we'll see. The Oracle, we're glad. I mean, when it comes to the NFL, I think we're on different sides of the aisle, but we can all agree that we're all citizens of Jumbo Nation. So, The Oracle, thanks to you.
We also want to thank Lauren Canner, who's watching from Miami with her son. She was particularly excited about a big touchdown, so...
Which one? There are a lot of them in this game.
There have been quite a few.
Big touchdowns in this game. You had Zach Trouse scoring on a nice out. And you had the Tufts defense, of course, had that big turnover. I don't know if I've ever seen a play like that, Bernie. The quarterback for Williams, Austin Lohman, just kind of bobbled the ball and went right to the Tufts defender, right in his belly. He just was already running straight for the end zone. It was like they planned it or something.
Yeah, I mean, I was on the camera. It was hard to keep track of that play. I hope viewers at home were able to follow. I know our announcers do a good job. Lastly, we have one clarification that number 60 on Williams is, in fact,
Ellis Eaton.
I'm not sure if
I'm sure I messed
earlier.
that up. I apologize for that. It was number 60, Ellis Eaton.
But,
the big fellow, the defensive tackle, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Bernie, I was under the impression you were going to give me, some hard questions about the game. These have been softballs. We're just giving shout-outs here. Come on, Bernie, give me something to analyze about this game here.
You're putting me on the spot.
You want me to talk about defense? You want me to talk about defense, special teams, offense? I'm putting you on the spot to put me on the spot.
Well, Elliot, one thing I have been wondering is with all the parents in the crowd, do you think that the players have been under any additional pressure to perform for their folks? Has this been affecting their game positively or negatively?
Sure. I mean, I know my parents aren't here today, but I know if they were, I'd be really nervous. The broadcast would probably be a lot worse. And I imagine it's probably the same for those players out there. You see mom and dad at the game. They've probably been coming to their games all their lives. I'm sure they're used to it. But if anything, I think it's galvanized this Tufts team. I mean, we've seen them come out with a lot of energy. They were a little slow at the beginning, had a couple of 3-and-outs, but here they've really taken it to Williams here in the first half, and I think the parents are helping, honestly, Bernie. And you got parents here today?
My parents are at home, but it is.
They're watching, I'm sure.
I'm sure they're
Mr.
watching.
and Mrs. Birnbaum, this one's for you.
Well, that's Dr. Weiss, and I'd like to announce that it's her birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday, Mom.
Hey.
Happy
birthday,
Parents
Mom.
Weekend. All right, well, thanks, Elliot, for coming on. We'll be back in a couple seconds to interview a real live Tufts Jumbo parent. They're a rare breed, but there are quite a few here at the field today.
He's real.
So... Welcome back to the JumboCast halftime show. Jumbo's up 20-13 at the half. I'm here now with a real live Tufts parent. His name's Russell. Russell, tell me a little bit about yourself and why you're here this afternoon.
Well, my son is a freshman at Tufts this year. We live in Palos Verdes, California, just south of Los Angeles. And my wife and I are out for Parents' Weekend. And she asked, so what do you want to do at Parents' Weekend? They had this whole booklet of things to do. The thing I do want to do is I want to go to the game. I want to see Tufts live. I was really excited when we came out. My son chose Tufts. I went to a D3 school and played tight end for Occidental College in LA. And when I went on the website and went to see the football, I expected just to see like the roster. But you guys, I saw you at the live webcast. I said, I got to do that. I got to watch the game. So I log in, I go to my computer, and I hook it up to the big screen, and I sit there on Saturday afternoons and watch Tufts football just on the big screen. So it's been a lot of fun. And I know you guys had the long losing streak, the 31-game losing streak, and to see the first game, the first win, was just awesome. It was unbelievable. I was getting chills, and I was screaming at the set and learning the guys' names, and then when you guys won and stormed the field, that was just unbelievable. I was really excited to see that, and I was up and yelling at the set. My wife's like, "What's going on up there?" But it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it, and it's been fun. I've watched the two games with you guys, and then the Bowdoin and the Trinity game also webcast. So I've watched those too, and it's been fun just getting to know the players. It's like I feel like I know Zach Trouse now and Jack Dahl. I know the name, and Matt McCormick, and all the Mead, and it's just fun to see those guys and to see them play live. I mean, for me, just a football fan, it's fun. It doesn't matter D3 or D1. It's just a lot of fun to watch the games.
Yeah, I certainly agree with a lot of what you said. Just being able to come out for free, watch a high-quality football game. I mean,
no, it
is.
It is high-quality game, and I got to say, I've never really been. I'm a big football fan. I've never been a big fan of the bubble screen. It's just hard to execute, and Tufts does a great job. That's a key component of their offense, and they do a great job with it.
Great. Is there anything you want to say to maybe embarrass your son? Or?
Hey, RJ, if you're watching. Hope it's not too bad, but no, I've really enjoyed watching you guys. You do a great JumboCast, and I was saying before, in comparison with the Bowdoin and Bates, I take you guys. It's a lot more fun, and you guys are really entertaining. I really enjoy it, and you got a fan out in LA, and I'll be watching all your JumboCasts.
Oh, that's really good to hear. Another thing about JumboCast, at least this season, is the Jumbos tend to win when we're broadcasting the game.
That is true. You got, it looks like hopefully if you can pull this out, you got the home game win streak going. And early, you sometimes pan the crowds, but especially in that first game, first half, it didn't sound like there were too many people. By halftime, you're winning. The fans were filling up, and you can hear it on even on the TV, the band playing and the crowd cheering and the calls for defense and stuff. It's a lot of fun, and even though it is D3, it's great to see the students come out and support the team. I know the players always appreciate it when they get the support from the fans.
Indeed. It's been an exciting first half. Look forward to an exciting second half. There have been some wacky plays. Final score is going to be?
I think they'll probably each score one more touchdown, so probably 27-20. Tufts offense, they could score more. They were held back, I think, in the first half by a couple of those holding penalties. But they've got they can go deep and score easily. But I think if they just keep it on the ground with Trouse, they can just churn up the yards. And the defense is tough. Is it how do you pronounce it? Bao 90, who ran that in for the Bao who ran in for the touchdown, number 90. Anyway, he's awfully good. I've noticed him before. He's awfully strong in the D-line, and Mead and McCormick as linebackers. They're really tough. So I think if they can just hold Williams, then they can pull this one out.
Great. Well, I certainly hope so. Russell, it's been great having you. Anytime you're in the area, let us know. We've had a great halftime show here.
Thank you.
You're welcome in the booth anytime.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to the JumboCast halftime show. We're nearly ready to get back to the game. Jumbo's leading 20-13, but I have Alex here with me to update us on the out-of-town scoreboard and some stats from the first half. What do you have for us?
So scores from around the NESCAC. Amherst is currently trailing by a field goal to Wellesley in 10-13. The contest that finished earlier today, Colby beat the Hamilton Continentals 47-14. We got Trinity up by a touchdown over Bowdoin 17-10. And Bates is trailing big at Middlebury 28-6.
So Trinity making a comeback. That's to be expected. Reigning NESCAC champions.
Yeah, they've definitely done well over the course of the season. In terms of stats from this game here, game, as neither team's been too successful. Williams has 25 net rushing yards to Tufts 24. But the passing game has been the story here. It's Tufts with 211 yards to Williams 170. And we've got, the big play was to all receivers with 96 yards, but it's Zach Trouse who has both touchdowns for the Jumbos receiving.
Well, thank you very much, and we look forward to having you back on the call in just a couple minutes as the players are re-entering the field. This has been the Tufts JumboCast halftime show. I'm Bernie Birnbaum. We'll be back with the game in just a couple minutes.
And welcome back to Tufts football. I'm Elliot Cobb here alongside Alex Dobyan here for the second half of Tufts Williams here in Somerville, Massachusetts. First half really exciting. 20, Williams 13. Williams took the early lead with a touchdown before Tufts tied the game and then pulled ahead to take the 7-point lead before the halftime break. So here we are, the start of the second half, Alex, and the story in the first half, I thought, was third down stops and big plays. We had a lot of big plays there in the first half.
Definitely a lot of big plays. Energy action in the first half. See more of that in the second half as the Williams kick return team is taking the field.
That's right. These two teams are more than familiar. Big rivals here in the Tufts Jumbos. Williams in the white jerseys with the purple and gold trim. Pretty flashy, I think, out there. It's a nice-looking unis. Tufts, of course, in their classic brown and Tufts blue colors. Interesting bit of trivia. Tufts blue is actually a recognized international color. It has its own Wikipedia page and so forth. It's good to see from Tufts Athletics. The brown jersey is always a staple. As we're ready to start the second half here, the return man number 27 Harris to take it for Williams. And we're underway here in the second half. The squib goes deep into the end zone, and no one's bringing this one back. A nice kick from Tufts. Williams have started at their own 20-yard line. Tell you what, Alex, Williams would like to start off with a nice drive here to cut this lead, maybe tie the game.
They definitely would, after putting the first points on the board in this context. They've since fallen behind. So they're going to want to get back into this one with a touchdown and tie it up after, Tufts missed the extra point on that botch snapped.
That's exactly right. As Williams takes the field, quarterback Hellman, running back Sakurka, been practicing that one at halftime. They have wide receivers Syme and Kiesel, the Diesel, as I'm sure he's called. Going from under center here. Quick pass out to the right to Kiesel. He's forced out of the bounds by the Jumbos, number 7, Patrick Williams. What are the odds you think Stephen Kiesel is called the Diesel. I think it's pretty high that someone calls him the Diesel.
For sure.
40%.
Definitely. Someone of his stature, it's highly likely that he
Football
has been called the
player.
Diesel at some point in his life.
Well, I mean, it's 100% because I just called him. Nevertheless, he sure has a lot of torque. We saw in that last play. Under center again for the Williams Ephs. See if they'll run the ball here. Another quick pass out to the right. It's dropped by Syme. Tufts hoping it's a fumble, but the referee signals no way. Some quick first half stats here. The Jumbo's doing a good job stopping the run. Running back for Williams, Alex Sakurka, having only 26 yards on 11 carries. 2.4 average. Tufts doing a decent job running the ball, only 25 yards here on a couple of attempts. Tufts, I would say, needs to have more attempts if they're going to keep this Williams defense honest.
Yeah, and those rushing gains have been counteracted by the losses incurred by Austin Lohman, who's been sacked in the backfield a couple of times after scrambling.
That's right. 2 rushes for Lohman, negative 13 yards. Perhaps a little unfair. He was sacked a couple of times in the first half. Injured player number 2, Darius Syme, on the play. He had that awkward catch there. The pass was a little bit behind him from the quarterback, Lohman. He had to go get it and then was trampled on by a couple of Jumbos as they thought that the loose ball might be a fumble. It, of course, was not, and Syme will luckily leave the field. So Williams here with a 3rd and 5 without their wide receiver, Darius Syme. Replacing him is the big wideout, number 3 here, Lewis Hayes. Thank you. Couple of running backs in the backfield. Looks like that's fullback number 32, Kadir Forbes. Behind him, the handoff goes to Sakurka. He's running quickly out to the left side before he's brought down by Patrick Williams, close to a first down.
Strong running there, downhill running, bringing it up the gut of this Tufts defense. The defensive line from Tufts has been great in rushing the passer, but the run defense has so far stymied the Ephs, but you don't want to see them give up plays like that one.
Exactly. So far, they have done a good job stopping the Ephs on running the ball, but their 3rd down conversion, the Ephs convert. Here from the eye, number 11, Lohman hands the ball off to Sakurka. Excuse me, I keep wanting to say Sikursky. That's not it, though. Sakurka. Stop behind the line by the Jumbo's linebackers. Interesting, Williams going for the I formation here.
Yeah. So that was some energetic tackling by Tommy Mead, who was not able to bring him down.
Big standout players for Williams in the first half. Big tight end Alex Way has 6 receptions for 77 yards. They'll look to get him involved here in the second half. He, of course, had that big 38-yard reception in the second half where he slipped right up the seam and no one was guarding him on a 3rd and short. 2nd and long here after the short gain on the running play. Whistles blow, and Williams is taking a timeout before the delay of game. Taking a long time to get that play going, and they'll stop the clock here. 13 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Tufts 20 and Williams 13. A wonderful day here for football. It's not too hot, not too cold, as you can see probably. Wonderful shot here of some of the nice New England foliage around. Get a little taste of that coming to Tufts, and I'm sure Williams too. Excellent fall foliage. A good time to be a New Englander.
Indeed, and it's only gotten nicer over the course of the game today. Temperatures warmed up a couple of degrees. The breeze has slowed down a little bit. Could impact the kicking games. We'll see how that plays out over the course of the second half.
We will see. Not too much wind. A couple of fans filtering back into the stands here. It's Parents' Weekend here in Somerville. A lot of folks coming to visit their young Tufts Jumbos and to root on their team here. The stands are pretty crowded, and I think these parents are ready to see the 2-2 Tufts Jumbos. A couple of wins recorded. They are undefeated at home this season. They're looking to keep it going here. 2nd and long after the timeout. Let's see what Williams has drawn up during. Lohman from the gun. Sakurka next to him. He fakes left. Goes deep. Number 3, Hayes gets under it, and it's over his head. Hayes tried to leap for it with one hand, but the pass was too high from Lohman. Lohman goes over the sideline to receive the play. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, Lohman just put a little bit too much gas on that one. Just out of the reach of there.
Lewis Hayes, the big receiver, been targeted a couple of times with these float passes. He hasn't been able to haul one in yet. A couple of times he was denied in the end zone by Patrick Glose of Tufts. Let's see what happens here. 3 wide receivers to the top. You have Hayes up top, and then the Diesel Kiesel on the bottom of your screen here. Looking for Kiesel on the out on the right side. There it is, a nice completion from Lohman, and Kiesel makes the reception, a gain of 15, and a Williams first down.
Great connection there from, the two, Williams quarterback to wide receiver. Both Austin Lohman and Stephen Kiesel, Minnesota natives.
Interesting.
Austin Lohman from Minneapolis and Stephen Kiesel from Excelsior, Minnesota.
How about that? The Austin Lohman, the Minneapolis product. Here comes Sakirka here. A short gain again. Big stop on the play by Corey Burns, the big fella. Tufts defensive line doing a nice job. Ife Adebayo getting involved all game long. Of course, the defensive ends, Evan Anthony and James Brow, also making an impact. Here it is, 2nd and 6. Handoff goes to Sakirka again. He's on the right side, and he's brought down again. A wonderful play by Tommy Mead there to bring him down alongside number 99, the defensive tackle.
And Tommy Mead is definitely not someone you want to have running after you. He is ferocious in the way he attacks ball carriers.
Yeah, he was slicing into the backfield there to finish off the job. Corey Burns got his hands on the rusher and then brought him down. So third down here. Williams converted last time on a big play to Stephen Kiesel. Let's see if they look to him again. 3rd and 7 here inside Tufts territory. 11:44 remaining in the third quarter. Here's the snap. Another fake to Kiesel again on the same out, but the pass is over his head, and ball here on a punt. So Tufts does a nice job. They bend but don't break. They'll be receiving a punt here from number 9, Joseph Malik. Back to receive is the jack of all trades, Zach Trouse. He is indispensable to the Jumbos, isn't he?
We'll see if he can bring it back for a return, but Williams, of course, is going to be trying to tend this punt towards the sidelines and pin Tufts deep.
You think so? Trouse, of course, the running back. He's a great receiver and also a great returner. Here's the snap. The punt is up, end over end. Trouse will have to go running for it. Should let it go into the end zone, and he does. A smart play by Trouse. Tufts will take over on their own 20.
Williams has definitely benefited from a few friendly bounces here in the kicking game.
I guess so.
Able to pin Tufts back with some nice rollers.
A good end over end kick there from Malik, but it goes into the end zone. So Tufts takes over here. Tufts offensive line, I think, doing an excellent job here. The guards, TJ Muzanegro and Kyle Duke, number 71, doing a nice job holding serve up front. Right tackle Justin Roberts also doing a nice job. The handoff goes here to Trouse as he breaks, brought down for a short gain along the left side. If you're Williams defense, you got to be keying on Trouse here. He is a difference maker, and you got to put a stop to him. Williams, of course, in their base 4-3, they have one deep safety, and they're playing man on the outside. Coolene in the slot here. Jack Dahl in the shotgun. The out goes to Coolene, and he's got the reception a little bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and short here for the Jumbos.
Yep, and Tufts, continuing to stick to the passing attack here, as neither team is having much success going to the ground game.
That's right. So a 3rd and 3 here for Tufts. In the backfield is Trouse. They hand it to him. He goes up the middle. Misses a tackler, and he's gone up the middle. It's a one-man to beat. He's trailing number 6 and number 18, and he's brought down from behind. A big gain by a gain of around 50 yards. That's a big play for Tufts on what just a simple run up the middle. Trouse gashes the Williams defense.
And you have to applaud the effort there of Josh Helmkamp, the Williams cornerback, who, despite the speed of Zach Trouse, was able to chase him down and avoid, at least temporarily, a Tufts touchdown.
Trouse broke into the open field, but Helmkamp chased him down. A nice play by Williams to save a touchdown. Tufts here with 4 receivers. Lanzillo at the top of your screen. Dahl looks that way and fires a slant. Lanzillo caught in the end zone. He goes down. That could be a personal foul, but Lanzillo holds onto the ball for a Tufts touchdown. It's Tufts 26, Williams 13. So Tufts strikes quickly here in the second half. Dahl to Lanzillo on a nice slant.
Jumbo's currently notching double the points of these Williams Ephs, but we'll see if this flag negates the jumbo touchdown.
Yeah, we're awaiting the flag here. Akeen Farmer Micho signaling that it's on Williams here. Good news for the Jumbos. Yeah, it looked like maybe a helmet-to-helmet hit there on the Williams safety. Hope Lanzillo's okay. Hold on to the ball. A wonderful slant. Dahl was looking his way the entire way. Williams couldn't stop it. See if Dahl goes for 2 here. He'll bring it in for the normal point after. No need to go for 2. They're up 13 right now. Can make it 14 with this point after. Oh, some movement on the right side. Kick is up and good. Caught by those folks in the scissor lift. A little scary standing up there in that scissor lift, having balls flying at you, huh, Alex?
It looks like a fun time. They're clearly enjoying it up there.
How can you not? Scissor lifts, video games, all fun things. So Tufts taking the lead here. The crowd's getting into it. Parents weekend. These parents are in it. They're applauding their offensive line. Akeen Farmer Michos yelling to his mom in the stands as she takes a bow. That's what you like to see here on Parents Weekend. You know, this is what makes college football so fun. I mean, the NFL, you got the 2-minute warning. Takes a long time to watch a game, but here, as we zoom in on Akeen Farmer Michos' mother, she's got the jersey number 74. After that touchdown, Akeen came over and was signaling to her in the audience. That's what you like to see, you know, Parents Weekend, parents coming out supporting their kids. That's what's nice about Tufts football. You just got a bunch of normal guys who love to compete.
There's a smattering of different jersey numbers here in the stands.
That's
you see
right.
a couple of rows in front of the press box. Number 70, Landon Davis's mother is also in attendance.
Yeah, a lot of the parents wearing the jersey numbers that their sons are wearing. As the kick goes for a touchback, Harris not able to return there after the personal foul. Tufts having a 15-yard advance on that kickoff. Goes into the end zone. Crowd here at Tufts mostly sitting. I would attribute that to them being parents. A lot of times the students will stand up, jump around. Students over there, they're not standing at present.
I think it might be also attributable to the 2-touchdown lead Tufts has taken.
That's right.
The game is closer towards the end of halftime. We see the fans really getting into it. Lots of cheers, standing, jumping, arms flailing.
That's right. As Lohman looks to the left, and he finds Kiesel for a short gain. He's brought down by Tufts cornerback number 2, Sebastian Rivera. First time we've mentioned his name today, but certainly an impact player for the Tufts Jumbos.
Indeed, but neither secondary is looking too great here. You know, lots of big plays going through the air, but many of them over the middle.
Yeah, we've seen Williams tight end Alex Way gash the Tufts defense down the seam. Tufts safeties will be keying on that here in the second half. We have a fullback and running back here as the handoff goes. Here to number 22, he's got room to run. Patrick Williams trying to stand him up, but the legs keep cheering for Alex Sikirka.
Yeah, and Sikirka
Nice play.
really put some legs behind him, able to drive a couple of Tufts defenders a couple of yards. Really got to admire that guy's strength.
Exactly. A strong run there from Sikirka. The Tufts Jumbos in the past 2 weeks have faced some excellent running backs. The Nescock's best running back for Trinity, Judy Igrabulam. Ran Tufts ragged last week, but they've done a nice job here against Sikirka for Williams. First down here for the Ephs. Their own 35-yard line. Here's Lohman out of the shotgun. Hands to Sikirka again. He's up the middle, and he's met by number 45 of Tufts, Tommy Mead, with the stop. He stands him up. He is excited about that, as he should be. A nice form tackle from Mead.
Really relying on the fundamentals here.
That's right, Division III. Maybe the players aren't the strongest or fastest, but they aren't lacking in fundamentals at all. Moment again. Fakes the throw, tries to go to the tight end way, but he's held up by James Brown, number 90. A nice play by him to hold up the receiver.
A little bit of miscommunication there. You can see the offensive line, some of them gesturing at way. What happened there on that play, but it's going to leave the Ephs with a 3rd and 8.
Exactly. 3rd and 8 for the Ephs. Tufts can get the ball back again here. 8:41 remaining in the third quarter. Tufts has played a very strong game thus far. At the beginning of the game, they had a few penalties on their first drive. They were facing 3rd and 20 on their first 2 possessions, and they had 3 and outs. But here they go, 3rd and long for the Ephs. The crowd getting into it here. It's a draw play to Sakurka. He runs into his own man, and he's brought down by number 78 of Tufts. It's going to be short, and the Ephs are going to have to punt again. So the Tufts Jumbos defense making a statement here in the second half. Williams is getting nowhere.
Yeah, that's not the way that the Ephs are going to want to see that drive end. Unfortunately, Eric Davis unable to get out of the way of his own runner.
That's right.
It's going to force the Ephs into a punting situation.
Always dangerous. The always dangerous Zach Trauss here to return the punt. Joseph Malik will kick it away. Tufts having a punt return. Sebastian Rivera's got to watch out, or else that ball might hit him, and then Trauss will stay away, and Williams will touch the ball. Tufts will get it on their own 20-yard line. So the Tufts Jumbos, a usually passing offense, will now maybe hope to run down some of this clock. A lot of game left, though. Don't be fooled. And we've seen some big plays. The tide could turn in an instant.
Indeed. And we've seen, a lot of players from Williams hailing from Minnesota. We've actually got 3 high school teammates here. Austin Lohman, Stephen Kiesel, the Diesel, and Lloyd Campbell, who's taking the field on the defensive line.
Interesting. The handoff goes to Brady here up the middle. The bruiser gets a couple of yards, lowers the shoulder, and brings down. Brings some Williams defenders with him. 2nd and 8 now. Some confusion for Tufts. Dahl directing traffic here. There's a breaststroke motion. I'm not sure what that means. But Tufts certainly moving fast here with the no-huddle offense. Brady comes in motion. Running behind Dahl here. Dahl looks that way and then passes to Brady. See if he can make a man miss. He does, and he picks up the first down. A nice play by Brady. He was brought down by the Williams defender, number 25, but not before Brady scurried for a first down.
Yeah, with Dahl deciding to take a chance on his running back, Chance Brady, reaps some rewards.
That's right.
Tufts gets a first down.
Brady showing that Zach Trauss isn't the only one who can catch some receptions out of the backfield, showing some nice hands. A good move there. 4 receivers for the Jumbos. Here comes Barry in motion. Another swing pass to him. He's got room. Is upended on the play by number 6 of Williams. What a beautiful play. Barry didn't.
That's kind of uncharacteristic for Ben Barry. He's been for over the course of the season a lot of big plays for the Tufts offense. Normally able to create some separation, but not able to elude the defender there from a real thwacking.
Mike Davis, number 6 for Williams. Upending Barry, a big play for him. Trauss is the quarterback here. Makes the play, pass out to Barry, and he's going to be short of a first down. Dahl will come back into the game. Interesting, Tufts going with this wildcat look, but they haven't run it yet with Zach Trauss there in the backfield. Perhaps that's in their bag of tricks for later on. Trauss throwing exclusively screen passes when he's been in that wildcat look.
And the alumnus of Mater Dei High School out in California, Jack Dahl, is going to take the reins again for this Tufts passing attack on 3rd and 5.
The senior looks for Coolin on a slant and then finds Zach Trauss on the out pattern. Did he bobble it? The refs say that he did not, and it's a catch. Zach Trauss hauling it in. A beautiful play from him. A first down for Tufts. See, that's a Tufts play out because you got the defender bearing down on you, and Coolin kind of got in his way when he was trying to make the out pattern.
But Trauss, he is small but mighty. He is definitely
That's right.
a huge player for this Tufts offense. Really the glue guy. Able
He's
to pull
the
it all
glue guy.
together.
Brady going up the middle. He's stymied by the Williams up front. Etienne Aduya. Adam DeTema there on the stop. Plugging up those holes in the middle. Good job from them. Tufts going for more of a running style here. Trying to push around. Tufts taking their time. They'll be content to let the clock wind down here. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Williams going bump and run on the outside. Dahl looks for Coolin deep. A back shoulder throw, and it's incomplete. Excellent defense there by Williams.
Yeah, Tayshawn Scott there, the quarterback for Williams, really sticking to his man. Able to prevent a completion there that would have sent the Jumbos pretty far down the field.
You're right. You saw Tayshawn Scott snap, move up into bump and run position on Jack Coolene. Did an excellent job jamming the receiver at the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield here for Dahl. 3rd and 8. Strauss comes in motion in the backfield again. Dahl looks down the middle. Pressured by number 51. Finds a receiver, but it slips through the hands. Tufts will have to punt. Tufts will bring on to get another shot at it. If you're Williams, you got to be lucky. You're getting another chance here. If Tufts has scored on that possession, it'd be hard for Williams to get back in this game, especially with the way Tufts defense is playing. But here, Williams is about to receive the ball. Vince Falk to punt it. Connor Harris to receive it for Williams. Here's the punt. Harris gets under it. Him to work with here. Lanzillo, the front man for Tufts. Williams trying to make the play. Harris makes him miss, but then is getting tackled by some Jumbos. A stampede of Jumbos inside the 20. Williams will take over.
Despite the fancy footwork, unable to elude the swarm of Tufts kick covers.
That's right. We've seen that a couple of times today. Williams' kick returners making Tufts Jumbos miss, but then being brought down by a group.
We've got a shout out for one of our fans. A big thank you goes out to George Goen from Wilmington, Delaware, forwarding us some fun facts about the Minnesotan high school teammates on the Williams Ephs.
How about that?
Big thank you goes out to all of our viewers. Thank you for supporting JumboCast.
Should get to those fun facts a little bit later on, huh? Here we go. And looks like an offsides or a false start. We'll have to wait on the referee decision here. False start there. Looks like a false start by number 79, Gardner Fish. That's quite the name, huh, Alex? Gardner Fish.
Indeed.
Would not want to go up against him on the football field. Here we go. Connor Harris for the first time. It looks like the kick returner out in the slot. And number 13, the running quarterback for Williams, who we've seen running a couple of times. It goes right at the middle, a big hole, but he's brought down by McCormick. McCormick wasn't able to wrap up, but he got his shoulder in there, and it was enough to bring down the quarterback, number 13, Mark Pamela.
We haven't seen either teams deploy their quarterbacks in a draw like that.
No.
Much. A lot of scrambling, but not very much, design for the quarterback so far this game. But we have a Williams Ephs player.
Yeah, we got a man down. Vincent Molinari, the defensive lineman. Appears number 57 is down.
I actually think that might be
67
number 67,
perhaps.
Stephen
Excuse me.
Hogan, the offensive lineman.
Some confusion here. It's hard for us to tell, but it indeed is number 57, Molinari. He's jogging off. We sure hope he's okay.
Still looking fairly spry.
Looks spry. Looked like he was playing center. The new center coming on is number 71, Benjamin Wirtz from Pennsylvania. Wirtz will come on. Maybe make it a little easier. Lohman will go from under center here. Let's see what happens. Nope, Lohman going out into the wideout position, and Pamela will take it here. Let's see if he runs. He throws here to Kiesel, and he's brought down by Patrick Williams, shedding the block of the tiny Harris, and then taking down the receiver, Kiesel.
Yeah, you can see this Williams offensive line has had to shift a couple of guys around. Their normal starting center, Alan Felix,
That's right.
is now out there on playing right tackle.
Interesting. Beautiful play there by Pat Williams, number 7. The stout kick returner turned wide receiver, Connor Harris, tried to block him, but Pat Williams was too much to handle. He shed the block and went and made the play on Stephen Kiesel. Here's Lohman back in the shotgun. A nice pocket for him. The pass is bounced low, and it'll be 4th down. The Tufts Jumbos will get the ball here again.
Yeah, without much success on that drive, Williams are going to be looking at a long road if they're going to be trying to mount a comeback here against Tufts. Who are going to be getting the ball back in some great field position and up 2 touchdowns.
That's right. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Here at Somerville, Massachusetts, the Ellis Oval. Everyone's enjoyed the game here today. We've had a little of everything, some good defense, good offense, some big plays. Some exciting stuff on special teams here as we see the punt. It's a high one. Trouse will call for the fair catch, and he'll make the catch right around midfield. Tufts will start their drive right around the center of the field here.
Yeah, the Tufts defense on that last series executed to a T. The offense can take over again and provide some more
That's right.
excitement and build on this 2-touchdown lead.
That's right. Trance Brady coming in here instead of Zach Trouse, the longer runner here. He likes to run up the middle, and he can sure lower the shoulder. Yeah. Man tries to bring him down, but he won't go down without a fight. He's carrying Williams tacklers into Williams territory. He's down to the 35, flag on the play. A holding call takes back the beautiful run by Chance Brady. Boy, he will not go down without a fight.
No, that was Antonio Blanco, the linebacker for Williams, who was finally able to bring him down. A lot of hard hits going on out here.
Certainly. You know what I like about college football, Alex?
Tell me, Elliot.
Especially D3 football. You don't have the commercials. I know you fans watching at home, we're coming to you absolutely free right now. We don't have a 2-minute warning. I mean, you sit down these days to watch an NFL game. It takes like 3.5 hours, but here they get right to it. We don't have any sponsors, and we're bringing this game to you free of charge. We just love doing it. It's not for the money, is it, Alex?
No, it's for the love of the game.
Love of the game, as I was going to say. Chance Brady making another big run. He hurdles a tackler, and he's down to the 45-yard line. Chance Brady showing his athleticism there.
Wonderful 9-yard pickup from Chance Brady. This
Saw
is
that
exactly what we're trying to bring to the fans here.
Yeah. This is wonderful action. You don't want to miss this. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, I'm Elliot Cobb alongside Alex Dobyan here at Somerville, Massachusetts, the Ellis Oval. Tufts Jumbos, 27. And Williams, 13. A big year for the Jumbos, especially if they can hold on to this win. Dahl takes it up the middle, his first run of the day. Looks like he's picked up a first down. A nice run from Dahl.
It's a good one. He's picked up the first down. Maybe not. Up, they are moving the chains now. A little unclear signaling there from the officials, but the chain gang is moving further down the field.
That's right. The fans didn't like the spot on that play, but it is enough for the first down. Tufts will go out of the pistol here. At the bottom, Barry and Mike Rando. Jack Coolene and another receiver to the top of the screen. But the handoff goes to Brady up the middle. He bounces off a tackler and then is thrown to the ground by number 37, Antonio Bianco. That is quite a hit. He can lay the wood. Brady scampered through a couple of blockers, but then was met with full force by Bianco, and boy, he got planted.
Yeah, Lago's a huge linebacker, able to really just use his shoulder to
He
bring him
wasn't
down
even
there.
moving. He just stood there, and Chance Brady ran into him, and then got absolutely seated. 1 minute remaining here in the quarter. Tufts content to let the clock wind down. Here we go. Snap goes to Brady up the middle once again. Keeps those legs turning as Tufts will try to push the pile. Gain of 4. He'll be close to a first down. A lot of tough sporting events going on today. We have men's and women's soccer going on the field behind. You notice that we have women's volleyball, who had a big win over the undefeated Williams volleyball team yesterday. So good to them. Haley Hopper, Tufts NESCAC Player of the Week recently. A lot of tough sports going on today.
Fortunately, the women's soccer team lost in a 1-0 defeat earlier, but you can see the men's soccer team currently tried 0-0.
That's right.
As they play on Kraft Field just behind
That's
the
right.
Ellis
As
Oval.
Trouse goes up the middle on 3rd and short, and he's got the first down. Zach Trouse turning the legs, and he'll keep this drive alive for the Jumbos. Now hold your hand in the air, folks, with 4 fingers, because it's the 4th quarter. Tufts Jumbos, as a tradition, always holding up their 4 fingers. for the fourth quarter. The clock strikes 0 in the third quarter. 27. Tufts, the home team, versus the visiting Williams. Tufts will take this 14-point lead into the fourth quarter. It's been a wonderful, wonderful football game so far. A lot of excitement. The crowd's really been into it here at Parents Weekend. It's good to see all these parents here.
It's been a great contest so far. Just clarification for the viewers at home. That's 4 fingers, like the number 4, not just your forefinger, your index finger. All 4 fingers in the air.
Anyone use that term, forefinger? I don't think so. You've heard that? Index finger. Nevertheless, well, look at the bottom of your screen. Who do you think the MVP of the game is? We got a lot of candidates here. Certainly some good players on both sides, but Tufts taking the lead. Who stood out to you thus far in the game, Alex?
Well, there was a lot of big plays here on offense for the Tufts Jumbos. Got to give it up to Jack Dahl, who's really been able to connect with his receivers for big plays down the field.
Always.
Found Zach Trouse for a couple of touchdowns. So,
yeah. I would say a couple of guys in the running, Jack Dahl, Zach Trouse, James Brow, of course, had that. Was he the one who returned that touchdown?
He was. He was able to, just pick that fumble right out of the air.
That's right.
And take
So
it all the way down
vote
to
for
the end
the
zone.
MVP of the game. We got Jack Dahl, we got James Brow, and of course the running back number 14, Zach Trouse. I know who I'm voting for. I won't say just yet.
Don't forget about a couple of the Tufts wide receivers, too, having big games. Jack Colleen.
That's true. That's true.
Great.
Always big games from those two. Dahl has a lot of weapons to work with here. You haven't been able to say that in the past couple of years, but here's one of them now. Chance Brady rushing up the middle before he's wrapped up by a couple of Ephs. Short gain on the play. It'll be third down for Tufts.
They're really making short work of this Ephs defense on this drive. Very consistent, able to generate yardage on all the plays.
That's right. 14 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. We are 1 minute into this fourth quarter here. Tufts letting the clock run down. They have a 14-point lead, but as we've seen thus far in the game, Alex, the tide can turn at a moment's notice. Here's the snap as Brady gets the handoff on the inside and pushes the pile. He'll be close to a first down. We'll need further measurement, perhaps. 4th and 1, it looks like. Tufts going for it here. Looks like it would usually be in field goal range, but looks like Tufts is going to go for the kick here. Trouse coming in for Brady. Jack Dahl getting the play from the sideline. Empty backfield here. Let's see if they motion Trouse into the backfield for a little run, but perhaps not. 4 wide receivers to the top of your screen. And 1 to the bottom. That is Kidd. The screen, the bubble screen to Trouse. He's bottled up by Williams. A nice play. I mean, all Tufts needed was 1 yard, but out that bubble screen very quickly. An excellent play by the Williams defenders. Josh Hellkamp.
Fortunately for
Rushed into
Tufts,
the
they've been
backfield.
in a position where, even when you turn the ball over on downs and advance pretty far into Williams territory. So
That's true.
Williams is going to have a long way to go if they want to march down the field here for a touchdown.
Williams has a long way to go, and they'll have to get it through the air with only 12 minutes and 54 seconds remaining. They need 2 scores here. They don't have much time to waste. They have all their timeouts, though. Excuse me, they have 2 timeouts remaining. As the too low for the running back, Sakurka. 2nd and 10 here for the Ephs.
Both teams just sort of milling about, waiting for the play call.
That's right, some confusion for Williams, it looks like, but should probably go through the air here. They have the tight end way up to the top of your screen. And Syme back in the game to the bottom. We saw him go out of the game earlier, and he's sacked. Tufts getting into the backfield there.
Huge play.
Huge play for Tufts, led by 96 Corey Burns, the big fella getting into the backfield. Ife Adebayo as well.
James Brown as well. It's really just a team effort. defensive line working in tandem to attack Austin Lohman.
That's right. This is what you love if you're a pass rusher for Tufts. It's an obvious passing situation. One with you and your man, race to the quarterback. Tufts could smell blood in the water on that play. Lohman will try to pass again here. He rolls to the right. Looks right. He goes deep. There's no one open except Jumbo's, and no one can make the play. I don't know who Lohman was looking for there. Perhaps he was throwing the ball away. No one was in the area. Darius Syme was maybe an acre away. That doesn't make sense.
That was an optimistic throw by Austin Lohman. Did not realize that Darius Syme had quite a bit of ground to make up.
That's true.
And was also in triple coverage.
He wasn't an acre away. He was like a handful of meters, maybe a couple of furlongs away was Darius Syme. Zach Trouse, of course, back to field the punt as usual. Joseph Malik, number 9, to kick it away. Here it is, a towering kick. Trouse loses his footing and then catches the ball, slips up the middle, whistles blow. Official signals for fair catch, but Trouse never did. Trouse slipped 2 defenders and looked like he was going to have a good gain up the middle, but the official calls a non-existent fair catch. That's too bad for the Jumbos, but they'll take over here. Look to waste some time.
That's a pretty egregious mistake by the back judge.
Egregious. Tufts will take over here. Williams looks a little deflated, I have to say. I don't think that they're coming after Tufts with the energy that they maybe could be.
Well, after a very energetic first half, things have really settled down here as we have 11 minutes and change left in the fourth quarter.
That's right.
Both teams really aware where they stand. Tufts with a sizable lead, and Williams really unable to mount any momentum for a comeback.
That's right. We'll have to get another stop here as Tufts hands it to Trouse. He tries to get away from number 38, John Boyd, but nothing doing. Boyd holds on and brings him down. Boyd and company for Williams making the tackle.
Yeah, that was actually
Boyd looks to be slow getting up.
It's a slight loss for Tufts. As the linebacker, John Bond, makes his way to the sideline to be checked out by the trainers.
Tufts letting the clock run down. 11 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Williams knows Tufts is going to run, but they don't know where. Tufts will just let the clock run down here. Out of the pistol is Jack Dahl. Greg lends it to the body of your screen. They will hand it off to Trouse up the middle. Misses a tackler and then picks up a gain of around 5. Boy, Trouse is really a workhorse. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, and he's been running it up the middle. He can do it all.
And returning kicks.
Returning kicks as well.
Extremely reliable player.
Very reliable. 3rd and 5 for Tufts. Doing the play from the sideline again. Tufts in no hurry. 10 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. All Williams can do is wait.
This Tufts team is definitely going to miss Zach Trouse next year when he graduates.
That's true. A lot of seniors graduating for Tufts this year. Of course, Jack Dahl and Zach. We saw the Snyder, the quarterback, number 6, make a touchdown earlier. Trouse makes a couple of men, but then he's brought down by 52 O'Grady. Boy, Williams really broke into the backfield there. Trouse was able to elude some tacklers, but then O'Grady finally snuffed out the play. Tufts will punt again. So both teams trading punts here in the fourth quarter. Action has slowed a little bit as Tufts has stalled and tried to run the clock down. Williams has had a couple of chances to go on scoring drives, but the Tufts defense has held sturdy.
Yeah, both teams facing fourth downs have, really not been able to convert recently, either through punting or through turning the ball over on downs.
That's right. Here's Vince Falk. The punt. It's a short one out to the right side, and it's caught by James Brown. Nice catch by him. It's good for your defensive lineman to have have good hands there, especially when they're on the side. They're alert there, looking for punts.
Very true, but that is not the kind of kick that Tufts is going to be looking for.
Certainly not.
Giving Williams maybe 15 or 20 yards more than they could have.
Exactly. So the final stand for Williams here. 9:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter. If Williams gives the ball back here, Tufts can run about 4 more minutes off of this clock. Williams needs a score here. So and Lohman in the backfield. Lohman takes a one-step drop. Jukes around. Fakes to the right and finds number 3, Hayes. A beautiful catch. He taps the foot and makes the catch. It's a 15-yard gain out to the Tufts 45. Williams will hustle up to the line here. Lohman showing good mobility and excellent poise, finding Hayes on that play.
Yeah, well, that was definitely a great catch by Lewis Hayes, able to haul that one in on the sideline. You got to, praise this Tufts defensive line who's been able to, force Austin Lohman out of the pocket, making him scramble, making him, think on his feet and make those quick decisions.
That's right. The fullback Kadir Forbes here in the for Williams. And the return man Harris gets the double reverse, and 13 looks like he's going to pass. Harris is open, and there is Sebastian. Tackled by number 2 for Tufts. That's Sebastian Rivera. Some trickery from Williams, but got a nice gain, but perhaps not the. Usually when you see a trick play like that, you're thinking touchdown. You're thinking the play might go for a touchdown, but Tufts did a good job of staying deep and not letting Williams get too many yards. Tufts has 2 deep safeties here. They won't let Williams get behind him.
That was the freshman running back, Connor Harris, who pulled in the pass after handing it off on the triple reverse.
Sakirka here with a nice reception, and he takes a couple of jumbos with him down to the 20-yard line, and Williams is inside the red zone here. So just what you're looking for if you're a Williams Ephs fan. Williams, after stalling on their last couple of drives, is threatening here as they're inside the red zone.
Could this be the scoring drive that they're definitely going to need if they're going to pull back within a touchdown of Tufts?
8 minutes and 14 seconds here in the second half. 3 wide receivers for Lohman. He fakes a handoff to Sakirka. He's looking for a man who falls down in the end zone. It's batted down by McCormick.
And McCormick has really been all over the field today. He's been getting run coverage. He's been getting pass coverage. He's making tackles. There you see him breaking up the pass.
That's right.
Definitely doing it all for the Jumbos.
Lohman looking for Lewis Hayes. Has been all afternoon. Hayes making an impact here. He made that nice toe-tapping catch earlier in the drive, and he was targeted at the end of the first half with a couple of Hail Marys. Lewis Hayes, 6'4", 195, the big target. I'd probably throw it to him as well.
The Ephs have been getting receivers open, which is something they struggled to do earlier.
That's true. Here comes a Tufts defender around the edge. Oh, my goodness. Pass goes to Sakirka before he is absolutely washed. Oh, by a wave of jumbos. There it goes. He was seated by Matt McCormick and company for the jumbos. So here we are inside the red zone. This could be one of Williams' final chances. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Needs points here if they're going to get back in this game.
44 feet separate.
That's right. Austin
Williams from the
here.
end zone.
He rushes up the middle. All he needs is a couple of yards. Is he going to get the first down? He's planted by number 45.
That's Tommy Mead with the big play.
Tommy Mead sticks the quarterback, Austin Lohman, who was going for the first down. I'm not sure if he made it. I think Williams is going to be short of a first down here.
This is going to be probably the most pivotal play of the game on offense. This could be a whole season right here.
Interesting.
As the Williams Ephs are going to go for it on fourth down.
Austin Lohman could have dove for the first down, perhaps. He got stuck by Tommy Mead. So here we are.
Crowd is on their feet.
Crowd is on their feet, as you say. Williams has a 4th and inches at the Tufts 10. A man in motion. Williams fakes a handoff and is looking into the end zone, and he finds a receiver. That's number 15, Steven Kiesel.
Kiesel the
a
Diesel.
Big play. The Diesel with a nice gain of 3. Williams continues there. First and goal from the 6.
The drive is alive for the Williams Ephs, who are now finding themselves not from the Tufts end zone.
It's a big stand for the Tufts defense. Williams needs points. Here's Austin Lohman out of the gun. He fakes to Sakirka. Fakes to the receiver on the outside. A broken play. He's swallowed up by the Tufts defense and thrown down at the 11-yard line. Tufts defense with a statement there. He faked to the running back and then was looking for the screen, but Tufts had it all defended. Nowhere to go.
Yeah, that was a big play for this Tufts defense. You saw Tommy Mead there able to, gang rush the quarterback along with a couple of his other teammates there.
Mead making some big plays down at this end in the red zone. Here comes the play from the sideline. The Tufts defense holding strong thus far. 2nd and goal from the 7, a loss of 1 on the play for the Williams Ephs. Here we are, the crowd getting into it, stomping their feet. The slant goes in the inside. The pass is incomplete, intended for number 2, Darius Syme.
It's Mike Stearns there breaking up the pass. In tight coverage, not afraid to hit his man once he sees the pass is coming in to keep him from making the catch.
That's right, good coverage by Mike Stearns. Excellent timing by him. The ref was watching. He was close to being early, hitting the receiver before he had the ball, but the ref was watching, and Mike Stearns timed it perfectly, breaking up the play intended for Darius Syme. Williams taking their time here after the incomplete pass. 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining.
Let's see if the Ephs have a response for the 2 big stops by Tufts. They're going to take a timeout to sort it out.
Williams takes a timeout. It's 3rd and goal. You'd think they'd go down, wouldn't you, Alex? They need 2 scores. They're down 14.
At this point, when you're so close to the Tufts end zone, it doesn't make sense.
Field goal isn't going to help the Ephs here.
Nope, still going to be a 2-possession game. With a field goal, you definitely need to make a stand and go for the end zone.
That's right. So both teams conferring on the sideline. If you're Tufts, what are you telling your guys out there with possibly 2 plays remaining in this goal line stand?
Just got to keep your composure out there. Do the same thing they've been doing all afternoon. Doesn't matter that there's only 8 yards behind them for the goal. Just stick on your man in pass coverage and chase down the quarterback and make some big hits.
That's right. Tufts will look to do just that. And what will we see from Williams? Past couple of plays, they've tried a screen pass and a slant. Both have been bottled up by the Tufts defense, but only 8 yards to gain here, and they can cut this lead in half. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Austin Lohman and the Williams Ephs threatening here in the red zone in Somerville, Massachusetts. Tufts clinging to a 14-point lead. They're looking to make a goal line stand here. Here's the snap. Lohman looks right, dodges the defender, finds his man, Kiesel into the end zone. So Kiesel across the middle. Steven Kiesel makes that wonderful catch, and Williams has gained 6 points. Tufts is now up 8. Big extra point, isn't it, Alex?
27-19. They missed one earlier. They've definitely got to execute here. You see the scissor lift being lowered into position for the extra point.
That's right. That's not something you see in every game, folks, but here at Tufts we do a full scissor lift. Here it is. This is a big PAT. Williams can cut the lead to 7. The kick is up, and it looks good. And it is.
And we've got our
cool as a cucumber with that PAT. He puts it through.
Ice cold. We're going to see him take the kickoff as Tufts is going to get it back with 5 minutes and 22 seconds left. They're going to try to bleed off as much as that clock as they possibly can.
Williams has 1 timeout left. They can stop the clock 1 time. Of course, at college, there's no 2-minute warning. So Tufts, should they just run 3 running plays and not get a first down, probably could take off 3.5 or 4 minutes here, but we will see. Tufts can get a first down here. This game might be sealed.
What Williams is definitely going to try to do when Tufts gets the ball back is to make a stop on 1st and 2nd down. Make Tufts throw the ball on 3rd down if they want to convert.
For those of you soccer fans out there, we can see across the way here that Tufts Jumbos have taken a 1-0 lead in their men's soccer match. 25 minutes remaining here. You know who they're playing? Probably playing Williams. So a lot of teams from Williams making the long trek out here from Williamstown. Long way from Williamstown to any of their opponents. About 3 hours probably. So here's the kick from Malik. Rando back to receive. They opt not to do an onside, and the kick goes deep into Tufts territory. Rando's going to have a tough return from here. That's inside the 5, and Rando is brought down around the 15.
Struggled to get a hand on it initially, which allowed the Ephs special teamers to march down the field. Going to get the ball around the 14-yard line.
Excuse me, that was not Mike Rando for Tufts, number 28. That's Joe Knott, the freshman wide receiver. Good to see a freshman getting some action here. Trying to drain the clock. Chance Brady, their bruisers in the backfield here with Jack Dahl, as well as with 4 wide receivers. The handoff goes to Brady right at the gut. He's quickly brought down defense.
Interesting that Tufts is in an obvious running situation, but they're opting not to put extra blockers on the field.
That's right.
Still keeping 4 wide receivers on the field and spread offense.
That's right. They're spreading the defense out, making Williams put some smaller defensive backs into the game. Williams still playing 2 deep safeties, which is interesting because they know a run is coming, but they have 7-man in the box. As Tufts has a 2nd and 10. 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining here. Williams with 1 timeout. Tufts run down, only 8 seconds left on the play clock. And here's the snap. Another handoff to Brady right up the middle, and he's quickly brought down by Antonio Bianco and John Boyd. Boyd has been all over the field. Him and Bianco. John Bond, excuse me. Been saying Boyd all day.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. I'm actually not sure. I said the Williams website said John Boyd, and the Tufts program says John Bond. Who knows? Maybe I'll go down there and ask him. So here's Tufts, a big play. Williams needs a stop here. Tufts is going to pass. Going to their bread and butter. On out, wide open. Zach Trouse is wide open. He's got a first down, and he's out of bounds. Zach Trouse picking up a huge first down for the Tufts Jumbos, and that is a killer. If you're a Williams East fan, Tufts can now bleed even more clock. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Williams with only 1 timeout. A Tufts first down here.
Longer Tufts holds on to the ball, more first. A shorter time that the Williams East are going to have to try to get the ball back and make a comeback.
That's exactly right. The clock running here. I thought Zach Trouse maybe had gone out of bounds, but I guess not. 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Tufts will have at least left to run here. Boy, Williams really needed that stop. They wanted the ball back. Down 7 here. Tufts has a nice screen pass out here. Number 19 makes a man miss, and he stays in bounds. Boy, good play from him. He has the presence of mind. Ben Berry, the sophomore, to stay in bounds. The clock will keep running.
Yeah, he's really been a big impact player for this offense. Had a huge game in the season opener against Hamilton. He's going to look to be, a fixture of this Tufts offense for years to come.
I would think so. Tufts has players and obviously some senior standouts. Jack Dahl, Zach Trouse. Big player on defense thus far today. You've got James Brow, of course, returning a touchdown, fumble for a touchdown. Got Matt McCormick, always a playmaker. Crowd getting let's go Jumbos. Have to agree there. As Brady gets a handoff down the middle, it's going to be close to a first down, and I think he's got it. Ladies and gentlemen, that might be the football game, barring a turnover. As Tufts gets another first down, that might spell the end of the Williams Ephs here. The clock continuing to tick down. It's 2 minutes and 10 seconds now. Williams with only 1 timeout again.
Unfortunately, it's been the story of the game. This Williams East defense just unable to make stops.
So here we have Tufts on a first down. Williams will be trying to strip the ball here.
Who lost a helmet, but not Chance Brady as he piles into the pocket of offensive and defensive linemen for a 2-yard gain.
Chance Brady with a short gain. The clock will keep running. 1 minute and 47 seconds left as Williams takes their final timeout. Well, those of you that were tuning into our halftime show may remember that our special guest, Russell, the dad from Los Angeles, came on, had some awesome things to say about Tufts football in general. And if you'll remember, he predicted that the final score of the game would be, guess what, Alex, 27-20. And would you look at that? It's 27-20 right now.
Who'd have thunk? Russell, Nostradamus.
Russell Adamas, I guess, predicting tough scores. It was interesting because before the game, I think the Vegas line for this game, I think it had Tufts by 4, so they've more than covered the spread today. I know I had my tuition for next on the game. So
we'll see if Williams pulls back a field goal to push.
Oh, that would, the spread, Tufts was favored by 4. If Williams gets a field goal, boy, I am going to be driving out of school because around 60 grand that Tufts would win this football game. Not condoning gambling for the kids at home. Stay in school. Stay out of the casino. Message you take home today. Some exciting action today. Tufts really having a breakout season. Boy, you can see a lot of fans in the crowd the last couple of years at these games, but a big turnout from especially parents here on Parents Weekend. If Tufts can hold on here, they'll have a winning record. 3-2. Brady gets the handoff on the inside. Bottled up again by the Williams defense. But a nice run on the clock will continue to edge towards 0. 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining. Tick-tock, exactly.
It's a 3rd and 5, though. If there's ever a moment for the Williams Ephs defense to mount a last stand, it's right here.
That's right. There's about 25 seconds left on the play clock, so the clock is definitely going to tick down to 1 minute. Williams is going to have time at all. If Tufts gets if Tufts runs the ball and Williams gets a stop, they might get the ball with less than 10 seconds left.
Barring something catastrophic, that would seal the game for the Jumbos.
I would think so. So we'll run the ball here. Brady should hold on to this ball, and he does. Clock will continue to run.
Just short of a 4th down.
That's right.
You've got to think that maybe Tufts is willing to go for it on 4th down just to hold on to the ball.
I don't know.
Or would they rather punt and pin Williams
44
deep?
seconds remaining, 30 seconds on the play clock. So
Williams might have, they're out of timeouts, so they might just be able to have one shot.
That's right. Tufts is going to snap this ball with around 10 seconds left, and then however long the play takes, probably around 7 seconds, Williams is going to get the ball with a very small amount of time here.
And the result of our MVP poll is in.
The results are in. I'm sure all of you are waiting at home with bated breath on the results of the MVP poll.
Stay tuned to the end of the game to hear.
Yeah. As you'll remember, the 3 candidates were James Brown, defensive end, with a big return touchdown and a wonderful tackling and sacks all game long. And we had the running back, Zach Trouse, and then, of course, the NESCAC leader in passing yards, Jack Dahl.
All 3 players having a great season and great games here today against Williams.
Exactly.
Let's see one of them pulls through for our MVP.
We'll
announce that at the end of the game.
We have an envelope here. We're going to open it. It's kind of like the Oscars. We like to take this thing very seriously here at JumboCast. We have the nominees here. We have tuxedos for them to wear out to the game. We'll have a nice little segment and a little trophy for them.
Statuette, not a trophy.
Statuette, yeah. It's my friend Oscar, my roommate. It's just him, bronze statue. An excellent game here today. We've seen offense and defense, both sides of the ball, and Tufts has dominated thus far, but they're only up 1 score here.
Let's see if Williams is going to provide a little razzle-dazzle on a punt return.
12 seconds remaining. It's a low kick. Harris is going to field it. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That will do it here at the Ellis Oval. The Tufts Jumbos have a winning record. They are back to 3-2 after dropping their previous 2 games. Williams drops to 1-4, a tough season for them. But these fans of these Tufts fans are going wild. I don't remember. No one remembers the last time that Tufts had a winning record like this. It's been quite some time. So Tufts records their first win against Williams since 2008. A 27-20 victory.
You can always count on, Parents Weekend to turn out a good crowd.
That's
we had
true.
Fans engaged the whole game, clapping, cheering, generally going insane for their Tufts Jumbos.
Insane. Absolutely insane in the membrane. Exactly right, Alex. So as the teams shake hands here, that's a nice tradition to see. We will announce the winner of the MVP poll. You'll remember Jack Dahl, James Brown, Zach Trouse. Well, the winner today
drum roll, please.
Was the drum roll. was the running back kick returner, Zach Trouse. Boy, he could do it all. He did it all today. He caught a wonderful TD reception, had some nice runs, broke free, had some quick feet, was breaking tackles, and some nice kick returns as well. So congratulations to him. We'll get you your Oscar trophy of my roommate Oscar, and we'll get that to you.
Really a do-it-all guy. Nothing but praise for his performance today on the field. Leaving it all out there.
That's right.
And inspiring the Jumbos to victory.
Yeah, so a wonderful game from Tufts. Dominated on both sides of the ball, although they only leave with a 7-point lead. Some standout players for the Williams East. You had the tight end Alex Way with some big receiving yards in the first half. Not so much in the second. Tufts defense really doing a nice job of holding fast here in the second half. But a valiant effort from the Williams East. Good to see these Tufts Jumbos stay undefeated at home. Well, that'll just about do it for myself, Elliot Cobb, and Alex Dobyan. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you so much. The Tufts Jumbos taking the 27-20 lead. They are 3-2 on the year, and they're always tough to beat at home, as Williams found out today. So signing off. Until next time, this has been Tufts JumboCast. Go Jumbos.
Tune in next week.